And welcome back to Combo Breaker 2023. My name is King Jobber, joined by the always lovely Ryudo, and we are here in the Midwest, the heart of Guilty Gear in North America, to decide which of our final 8 remaining Daredevils will have their names etched in history to become Combo Breaker champion.
You know, you do mention the Midwest, and I'm going to have my one moment to talk a little bit of mess out here. We already talked about it before, even on earlier commentary blocks, that this is the land of jam.
It is quite the land of jam.
How many jams have made it into the top? I'm thinking the jam's lacking a little bit of power out here.
Zero jams.
Zero jams.
Zero jams.
Zero jams.
To be exact. All right. No peanut butter, no jams. We have none of that in here. But what we do have is we do have 2 Slayers, 2 Baikens, 1 Elphelt, 1 Ram, 1 Bedman.
Bedman?
Yeah, Bedman.
But not Bedman.
No. It's just Bedman, period. All right? So, yes, of course, tons of different great players down to our final 8. And, of course, our first match coming up, I already see them on the sticks there, is going to be Solstice versus Crocs and Socks. 2 younger players who have really made a big name for themselves in Exert in the more recent years, right?
Right. You know, Crocs and Socks is what we, our generation would consider maybe a Zoomer and everything like that. I've explained the history of Crocs and Socks to myself a few times, but for those of you who may have not heard, the first time I met Crocs and Socks was actually during Frosty Fausting's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament.
Yeah.
That is the worst game I have ever lost in my life. To the point that in the final match, told me you are going to die in 20 seconds. And I'm trying not to die for 19.8 seconds. Then rounds up with Luigi, Raw Dog, up B's, and my character is gone.
You know what? That sounds like Crocs.
Right.
That sounds like Crocs. Quite the showboater. Always trying to put on a show, not only in-game, but on camera as well. You see, he is already set up in the uniform with the robe. He had Minecraft Crocs on yesterday.
Oh.
Not too sure if he's rocking the exact same thing or he's pulled out a special top 8 one. But Solstice on the other side, Solstice more the quiet individual,
Right.
The one who comes in, gets the job done, does the work, and is an absolute RAM specialist, not only in Exert but in Strive also.
And the interesting thing is, these characters aren't considered way too strong in the Exert sphere. So here we are in the winner's side of the top 8 of Combo Breaker, one of the biggest XR tournaments in a long time, with these characters that have not been considered, all that strong, showing off the best possible potential between them.
Yeah, absolutely. And this matchup is going to be interesting because Slayer is going to have to check those swords, right? The swords are really good at catching his backdashes if you're not too careful about it, especially in the corner. But here we go, Crocs already putting in that patented offense.
Yep, and here we go. Trying to set up swords as much as possible. Crocs Sucks is, like you said, doing a really good job managing those swords, hitting them on the way up and catch them on the way down. But Solstice does get the damage. Crocs and Sucks going to hold it and try to believe in their own defense on this reset.
Yeah, but here we go. You have a lot of meter. You have burst. Does get clipped by the overhead. This is going to be a lot of damage here. Are we going to go for the super to try and crush the guts?
I think it's going to be super for lockdown, if anything. But, oh, no, going for it.
Almost there.
Okay, there we go. About 4 more hits to go. Oh, no, 1 more hit to go. Oh, I was way off there. But, hey, Solstice can count. That's a high number.
Yeah, and you see, just like that, the swords are so good at checking not only backdash, but the dandy steps. Crocs is a Slayer who loves to just do dandy all over the place, and Solstice has already shown they are prepared for that with that gold burst.
Right, that was so clean and so good. And takes the corner back as well on top of everything. So here's a 100-meter, is able to bait burst super easily, if potentially, but just right back into the corner there, launching off like a cannon there and just shooting all Slayer balls.
Yeah, and we might be willing to spend the meter here again. Yes, we do. Still 50 tension sitting on deck for one more mix-up. No, we go for the OTG. Oh my God, your health bar. And Solstice with the nod saying, yep, I'm feeling it.
Why is everyone freaking out here? And the thing is, Crocs and Socks talks heavily about how to do gut crushes, but it's like, from if I hit you from 50% with a burst super, then, you surpass the whole guts threshold. That never comes into play.
Yeah,
on the other hand, Solstice is like, I can hit you 100 times in one combo. Watch this.
I don't know the exact math, but I feel like burst dead on time might be the highest damage single hit move in the entire game.
Right. And sometimes it hits you on counter hit too. You just have to reel back in your chair. You fall backwards off the stage in a comedic fashion.
Oh, but the pick up too. Yeah, Crocs and Socks had to burst in that situation. Unfortunately, dashes it, puts himself into the corner, and is forced to spend money for the dead angle.
Yeah, but hopefully he won't be cashing out yet here. Crocs and Socks is trying to earn everything back here, but Solstice is just finding ways to thread the needle so consistently against Crocs.
And yeah, you see all this stagger pressure as well, just a 5P, 2P, summoning back the swords and setting them out, and Crocs is just trying to figure out a way to navigate neutral. So far, he hasn't gotten any really strong hits. It's just been slight damage adding up over time.
Yeah, that's right. And I think kind of the cool thing about Solstice is actually really fine by setting the sword and then backing up so that it forces Crocs and Socks to, like use that dandy step you were mentioning earlier and whatnot. And Solstice is punishing damn near everyone.
Yeah, and then if in the event that Crocs is able to get in, Solstice is so quick and efficient about calling the swords back to have those really strong buttons to support him. And here we go, the overhead in the corner. Goes for the knockdown, straight into the set play. We're pressing out with the 2K. There's the Blood-Sucking Universe counter hit.
Oh my gosh, and what a jump from Crocs and Socks as well to get airborne just long enough to avoid the low at the beginning with the backdash cancel, and this is looking really good for Crocs and Socks.
Yeah, Solstice definitely going to hold on to the burst there, and Crocs trying to get as many pile bunkers as possible, getting around.
Jeez, putting the socks back into Crocs and Socks right now. Nailed that 3 times there, and Solstice even had a nod on the stage there.
Hey, well, I mean, if Crocs ain't careful, Solstice is going to knock him out of those socks. He's back into the corner now. Has to block this incoming mix, but we tried to summon the swords a little too close. Crocs was ready with the reaction.
Oh my god, Crocs and Socks in block and rock right now. And Christian our corner here still has burst on their side with 25 meter. They're just going back and forth, honestly. Look like a JRPG out here.
Absolutely. Turn-based fighting game. That is Exert, isn't it?
It's my turn now. Mom said so. Oh, catches on the backside there and still is able to confirm.
And that is what is so hard about this matchup as a Slayer player. It's just, like I mentioned so many times before, dealing with these swords, but there is a great movement from Crocs and Socks, able to catch the backdash from Solstice here, getting the knockdown, going for the overhead with the It's Late.
All right. But it's never too late to come back here for sure. Just dashing back in here, setting up swords, jumping back once again. And I think Crocs and Socks is starting to get ready and starting to use some of those defensive options, and then it works wonders getting back on the board here against Solstice.
Yep, tying things up 1-1. Look at that. There's no smiles. There's no laughing. Crocs is in the zone now. Knows that we are in top 8. This is where all the funny business stops, right?
Yes, exactly. But, Crocs and Socks is also very good at the same time, waiting until when the funny business needs to come out there, just like a bunch of clowns coming out of a tiny car. Crocs and Socks is always ready with the gimmicks if need be.
Yeah, perfect comedic timing and a perfect route here as well, getting the knockdown with the 13 hits. But dashes straight through the super. That's 50 meter gone for Solstice, and now stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Oh my gosh, and catching with high damage here. Solstice is going to opt to not burst here.
Yeah, that would have been a hard comeback to make, especially with no tension on your side, right? Sometimes you just got to take your losses and save it for the next round, but Crocs and Socks getting the first blood once again.
Oh my gosh, and Crocs is just looking so clean right now, just playing with super comparatively basic meaty situations, and Solstice is just not blocking that. Crocs and Socks is on to something right now.
Oh, there we go, throwing out the 5K. 5K is a great poke. J2K actually gets him forced to block by the sword, and nice pressing against the Mappa there. It's so good to go for low buttons whenever Mappa comes out because it does take a little bit to reach its destination.
No, that's absolutely right there. And just backdashing out again, setting up the swords, waiting for the corner here. Has a little bit of meter to play around with. And I think at this point, Solstice does gain a lot from just kind of slowing down the matchup, making it take a little bit longer. Maybe that burst will come back before Crocs and Socks hits with something wild, but ultimately you still want to win.
Yeah, I mean, at the place that we're at, you need to be careful for burst dead on time. Crocs has it available. If he can hit it, he's going to, but spends the meter now, trying to go for the knockdown here in the corner. But wait a second, Footloose Journey? No, isn't able to route into it, but the throw!
Gets the air throw in there, trying to use the jump D to be able to prevent anything from like an air throw reset or something like that. And Crocs just keeps it low and slow.
Yeah, I like going for the reset there because you could have gone for the Footloose Journey to try and get the multi-hits, but that wasn't necessarily guaranteed to kill in that situation, right? And then you're giving Solstice one more opportunity. So instead, putting yourself firmly in the driver's seat for the reset was very smart on Crocs' part.
Yeah, that was excellent work here. Speaking of the driver's seat, look at this wheel and deal right now. We got another one here. Yo, we have that motorcycle now.
That is crazy. Just the double supers absolutely annihilating the guts.
No, that was absolutely clean here. Good wire C's, baits out a lot of stuff. And I think after a certain point, like after that point, Crocs and Socks kind of realized, like, I'm trying to play ahead of Solstice, maybe one of the smartest players of all time. Maybe I just need to wait Solstice to come to me and narrow down, really get like funnel down the options that Solstice can perform, and it worked out wonderfully.
Yeah, absolutely great management of meter as well. There's the dead angle, right? Straight into the MD jump. The frame kill with the JH, baiting out the burst. A great dash as well, just to force the meter out of Solstice. Normally you don't see Solstice going for things like those wake-up supers, right? So that definitely showed that they were a little nervous, starting to feel the pressure.
Right. You know, no one's immune to nerves out here. No matter how silly, how goofy anyone is or may seem to be in their play style, no one is truly immune to nerves out here. So just, keep that in mind if you ever find yourself in a tournament predicament and that you really need to just, show yourself off a bit. Just feel yourself as much as you can. Know that they don't want to get hit just as badly as you don't want to get hit. And, we keep it fresh out here.
Absolutely. And look at that beautiful crowd as well here to watch some Guilty Gear Exert and these beautiful players as well with HypedforSlicedBread and Zwei. Shouts to Zwei rocking the GOTE Exert Baja Burst shirt. Huge shout outs to Becky, Rye Valentine in the Florida scene there, keeping it rolling.
Right.
It's great to see all the different regions here. Of course, Pat the Flip in the Midwest, keeping Guilty Gear Exert alive, carrying that on his back, of course, with all these different wonderful players and community members. We couldn't do it without everyone.
Right, that's right. And, they're out here fighting for, obviously a cash prize. We all have our entry money and everything like that. But all at the same time, we have this wonderful Combo Breaker trophy out here.
I don't want to get my fingerprints all smudgy on it, so.
Right. In case it gets used in a crime or something like that, you don't want your fingerprints on it.
I don't know about that one. Okay.
I've heard about that one, right?
The only crimes that we're going to see are the war crimes that are going to be coming up in this next match here with Baiken versus Johnny, all right? So I was talking to Zwei before top 8 started. He's definitely feeling nervous. And it's understandable. This is an incredibly stacked tournament, right? Over 300 entrants here at Combo Breaker 2023, narrowing it down to the top 8, and he made it here on winner's side. You have to feel good about that. But HypedforSlicedBread, one of the best Baikens out there, along with Mystic. They both are just absolutely insane. This character over the past 3 or 4 years has really gotten developed in a big way and has proven to be an incredibly strong character in the current meta of Exert.
Right, absolutely. But on the other hand, Johnny is one of those characters that you can only just keep getting better with Johnny. People are finding different routes, new routes, different setups, and everything like that. That really benefits the Johnny playstyle that just makes the strong even stronger out here.
Oh my God, I said the last 3 or 4 years. It's more like 5. We had a time skip. That's right.
Right, yeah.
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Even then, they were still in their own labs grinding and whatnot here. And, we're seeing, the culmination of all that hard effort here today.
Absolutely. And Zwei going to go for the early burst here to try and stop the early momentum of Sliced Bread. But unfortunately, those breaks are not going to be set.
Oh my gosh, and now SliceBread slicing it up right now, jumping in with the JH. Why not? Doesn't block it. Can't confirm, but JH again!
And there is the throw going straight into the slash, taking the first round here.
And that was really good stuff for HypedforSlicedBread. Just why not even get barely an opportunity to press a button in that whole set match?
Still was able to get a hit, so no perfect, no pressure, all right?
Yeah. But hopefully it's not going to be one of the last hits here, because Why Not has gained trouble getting that game started.
Yeah, and you can see being very patient on the approach there. Gets the wall bounce straight into the Zweihender, but it doesn't get the hard knockdown, unfortunately. Nice snipe in the air.
Yeah, unfortunately, getting that second hit there, so able to tech out and get out of the corner here. HypedforSlicedBread trying to find an opportunity. That YRC doesn't pan out for anything, but earns the corner with the JD.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a chance to really level up our mist finders at all either, right? And that is a huge part for Johnny. Finally lands the coin after baiting out the parry, and he should be able to get a knockdown here, absolutely.
Yep, and now has the corner here. And this is where Zwei really shines. We've talked about, players don't have a lot of nerves, have a lot of nerves in these high-pressure situations and whatnot. Zwei is really good about walking up to the corner when your opponent is there. So that's terrifying how good Zwei is there.
And the amount of meter that Johnny builds just from walking forward because of his tension pulls is a little ridiculous. So not only is he building meter, Johnny walking at you is just kind of menacing, just like this pressure here in the corner from SliceBread. Oh, the Yo Johnson, but immediately the burst comes out.
Yeah, that was very, very good burst there from Zwei. Not recognized, hey, if I'm not going to block this, I need to burst on reaction to get rid of it. Oh, but great blitz on the tech back in. Tries to mix up on the other end, but gets grabbed instead.
Yeah, I think that's what Zwei wanted with the dashboard into the grab.
And that's kind of a big thing about, Johnny as a whole. Has a very fixed dash. So, if you catch a dash early and you try to throw it, Johnny is not out of the motion yet.
But we are into level 3 Mist Finder now.
Oh! Like I said, Zwei in the corner just provides a whole new character. Going for the burst reversal. It hits! Zwei not!
I thought for sure that was a safe jump. That is unbelievable to see Zwei not. Both of them, they can't believe it. Shaking his head. And there's the clap as well. He's like, you know what? That was a good one. That was a good one. But it is not over yet. There's still one more game for SliceBread in order to move on in the bracket, which means that Zwei has plenty of time to adapt, especially with how well they've been playing the matchup so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Walking towards the corner here, trying to play it very smart, very patient. Having a little trouble confirming in the mid-range, it seems like. But nonetheless, Zwei is not out of it.
All right, the pressure with the coin as well. Flipping on in. YRC, cheap as hell.
Ooh, checks it and gets out of there as well and goes to the corner. Yo, this is hype for sliced bread right now, and we are just eating.
How is Sliced Bread ready for the throws every single time? They either break the throws or they throw Zwei not.
Right. Just coming fresh out of the oven here with these throws. That's right. He's hot and bready. And gets back into the core again after breaking the burst here. And this is really bad for Zwei. Outside potentially losing this matchup. Gets the throw. If, Zwei does die fast here, HypedforSlicedBread gets a lot of free damage in the next round.
That was a really unfortunate PRC, though,
Yeah.
right? Throwing away a lot of resources, and unfortunately the round is going to go, too, which means Sliced Bread is now sitting at set point, Ryudo.
And HypedforSlicedBread with that 75% burst meter, gets an opportunity to live, and Zwei does a singular bunt and dies for it.
Yeah, once Baiken starts pairing at round start, that's when you need to change things up a little bit, right? It's obviously your offense is getting a little too predictable. Sliced Bread is in full control of the pace of the match. There's the toss into the corner. More Tatami pressure. Please, get off me.
Please, stop. Please, hands off the hat lady. Oh, my gosh. All right, misses the JS, and that might not feel too great. Oh, my God.
But blocks the parry follow-up.
The failed ARCs and the throw from the midair as well. And the Yo Johnson blocks the burst, and HypedforSlicedBread has it in the basket.
And there it is, the handshake. Sliced Bread, absolutely insane right now. Playing out of their mind, and you can see they feel it too. Takes the deep breath afterwards. And just look at the amount of pressure. We talked about how scary and how strong Zwei can be in the corner, but Sliced Bread, once Zwei got in the corner, it felt like the round was over.
Right, exactly. And just, I feel like that there was just so much read on Sliced Bread's, side and everything like that. Just was really, they had their head in the game so much. Most people have brains to work with. They had grains to work with. And they were just milling it the entire time, brewing and accruing victory after victory.
Yeah, I mean, with how often Zwei was in the corner there, stuck between the bread and the wall. It's Zwei sandwich, right?
Yeah, the Zwei sandwich, and Zwei is not hungry. No, thank you. I've had enough.
The burst bait there as well, straight into the dust loop. Just look at this pressure. Also the dash forwards into the throw. RC keeping it going. We cut to another throw.
Right,
so many situations, so many round-winning situations were set up off of just a well-placed throw from Sliced Bread.
That's right. And I think kind of a big thing that we didn't get to exactly note until now in the aftermath here is that Sliced Bread was doing a lot of IBing. So that means that you mentioned it before, that Zwei's approaches were probably getting a little bit stale. It's not a bread pun in this case. But in the sense okay, yeah, we saw the early parry to catch that one time. But was also IBing a lot because, this is the pressure strand you're going for. Let me IB it, and the moment you land, I get a throw after that as well.
Absolutely.
It was just a looping process again and again, and Zwei just had no options by the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure. But wow, this next match coming up is going to be incredible. If you are a fan of Exerd, you know these two players. We are going in a blast from the past with Hotashi versus GC Yoshi. The Shadow Wizard Money Gang, Bedman Warlock himself, GC Yoshi here. Making it to top 8 at one of the most stacked Rev 2 tournaments I have seen in a long time.
And that's just the thing about GC Yoshi and just how GC Yoshi plays the game. Has come to understand it in such a way that it's I accept whatever happens and just goes in with full force all the time. If there's a player out there who doesn't feel nerves while playing in tournament, I feel like the closest is GC Yoshi, honestly, because they don't expect to win, and they just have played so much in California that they just happen to be the best.
Yeah, just all vibes, but is going to be going up against an Elphelt master here in Hotashi.
Oh.
And there we go. The burst is baited already. After Hotashi qualified for top 8, I heard him say, I still got it.
Yeah, you know what? Hotashi is still sick with it. Isn't practicing nearly as much, obviously, because Strive is on the other hand. But Hotashi, still kind of sick, nasty. Good damage here. Good throw again.
Well, hey, sometimes practice doesn't make perfect. Sometimes you just need Elphelt and really good pressure.
And the pressure was absolutely on. The vibe's absolutely off for GC Yoshi, unfortunately. GC Yoshi actually gets out of the corner here and gets a label on the field, so this is the starting point.
Yeah, there we go. Nice anti-air. Going straight into the corner. Goes for the Deja Vu straight into the mix as well.
Ooh, and GC Yoshi realizing that, okay, Sniper is coming out on the field here. I have to move. I have to interblock things like Bridal Express. And Hotashi tries to hold it, but nonetheless, GC Yoshi gets in and hits the low instead.
Great defense here from GC Yoshi, but needs to escape from the corner. But just a casual walk forward from Hotashi into the throw. And now you are stuck in a difficult situation with that Pine Berry. And there it is. The overhead, so much damage off of the rocket launcher confirmed, but we're just pressing out. There's the Beyblade.
Yeah, once again, just sometimes Yoshi's not scared, but just to block it to the throw back into the corner, Hotashi got a little more than just having not lost it. Hotashi has gained something in the meantime.
Okay, but we have sent out a fireball here. Goes for the deja vu, but the JD.
God.
The fireball nearly hit Hotashi as well. It was just there, but JD came out a little too fast.
That JD YRC is an absolute crime.
Hey, checking his phone. What you looking at?
Yeah, what you looking at?
We got notes there?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I see them?
Yeah. Yo, show me up. You're like, he's like, look at him. He's like doing the math, right? He's like, frame data, like, oh, wow, that really should have worked, huh?
The side-eye Hotashi, too.
Same, Hotashi. I want to see your work, though. Oh, the cross-up JS at the end there. Bedman not big enough to be crossed.
Yeah, but we are going to burst there and don't even get to maintain the corner, though, because Hotashi is immediately coming out guns blazing with the rifle. Here's some nice pressure, but again, the just blocks. Of course, just blocks in eggs are changing the frame data. Yep,
absolutely. And as we push in the corner here with the whirly-dirly, the tech buns will try to get Hotashi a little bit more space, but GC Yoshi's doing a great job circumnavigating the sniper game.
Yeah, and you see he's trying to go from underneath also to hit Hotashi, when Hotashi is sitting there with the rifle out because Elphelt cannot block during that time.
Absolutely. So the faster you can kind of get in and make him aim, if the reticle can't follow, then you're in good position, but it's still difficult.
And there it is, JD for the knockdown. Just blocks here, able to block the overhead. And the whiffed CQC, or excuse me, the whiffed punch there with the shotgun allows GC Yoshi another opportunity here to get back into the game.
Yep, and only one more hit needs to be done here, so we're looking pretty. Oh, he moves in the sniper mode, and maybe just not seeing the ball on the way, gets tagged with it. GC Yoshi getting on the board here.
You know, the real tech is to play the white Bedman color on Bedman's stage, so it's hard to see the specials.
You're a monster. How dare you? Don't ever talk to me again. No, talk to me, baby. What you got?
All right. Oh, what we actually got here is a nice counter hit confirm. Black beat combo. GC Yoshi recognizing that it wasn't going to confirm, so didn't overextend to go into the air after Hotashi, but gets a crazy cross-up and a burst bait. RC? No, we're just going to go for the set play, but oh my God, the blitz.
The blitz into the close slash, no less here. Great combo start for Elphelt, but not able to get the full confirm. A nice 2P Abare from GC Yoshi. Going to use that 2H to confirm into full damage there. One apiece here in the first round of losers.
Oh, this is very exciting to see. So happy to see GC Yoshi making it this far. Yeah. Oh, it's trying to start things off with a 5P at round start.
Oh, what a not great press from Hotashi. Very far away in all instances there. Now GC Yoshi gets to do whatever they want. There's no meter on Hotashi's side.
But an incredible escape from Hotashi, getting around both the bed slam and the other sigil there.
There's no way. Do not lay this man to rest quite yet here. You still got more to live for.
Oh, and there's the counter hit. But the burst, Hotashi tried to bait out the burst there as well, but to no avail. And look at this, we are nearly dead even in life with the JD YRC, cheap as hell.
Oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. All right, the tables have turned once again here. GC Yoshi looking to the corner where there and trying to stay out of range, but those guns reach far. And uses the forward dash parry to get in on Hotashi, and now Hotashi's in danger.
Oh, but we're going into this guy. Another blitz. The blitzes from Hotashi have been so key in this matchup so far. And there it is. We get the low in the corner. Hotashi, now it's set point.
Yep, the winner of this does go on to play against Zwei not. And that'll be one hell of a match either way. But nonetheless, like you said, Hotashi saying to himself, I still got it.
But let's see, GC Yoshi still got it as well. There's a nice tech from Hotashi immediately into the 5H confirm.
Oh.
Bed slam. It's time to call it back for the Oki. Baits out the blitz and gets the punish.
Oh, baits out the blitz first as well. Doesn't get a full confirm.
The bed slam assist coming from behind.
Yo, don't forget about me, brother.
That's the shadow clone jutsu.
Right, yeah. GC Yoshi been watching Naruto. No wonder he's so good. And the air control from GC Yoshi is so good and just not making Sniper a problem.
Yeah, but the Pineberry has been a huge problem here. There's a nice knockdown into the tilt-a-whirl.
All right. And just trying to stay out of the range here. Couldn't get out of that first sniper. Tries to use the forward dash parry to get in on GC Yoshi again. It's going to be very difficult to time that now that Hotashi's looking out for it.
Oh, yeah, and see, we're still trying to use it just to get away, but the burst gets baited out, and Hotashi is going to take it.
Hotashi's still that guy, absolutely. Doing great work switching between the sniper, the shotgun, set up the pine berries in all sorts of special ways to make sure that GC Yoshi could not move as freely as he would have liked to. Mind you, GC Yoshi's movement was really cracked throughout this set.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no way you're going to make it to top 8 with Bedman unless you don't have absolutely insane movement. And a lot of the mental space for playing Bedman is reserved to utilizing that movement, right?
Right, exactly. You know, people kind of sleep on Bedman just a little bit. Once again, kind of being considered a little bit more on the weaker side of a character. Not sure if that's downplayed by GC Yoshi or not.
They sleep on him,
yeah,
huh?
they sleep on him.
That's crazy.
But nonetheless, GC Yoshi makes his character always look very viable, very fun, and once again, play the character who you want, not the character that you think you deserve to win with.
Yeah, but at the end there, it really did just turn into a second-person shooter, sitting full screen, swapping between the shotgun and the rifle. The guns of our fathers here. Guns of the Patriots even.
Yeah, there we go. We made it. We made it full circle, baby.
Yeah, you always got to slip a Metal Gear reference somewhere into commentary.
Right.
It's a requirement.
Yeah, that was very solid for sure. But nonetheless, thank you all for joining us so far here. Next up, we're going to have Mystic versus Daymendou on the other side of Losers Bracket to kick off top 8.
But before we get to that, we are going to throw it to a quick ad break, so make sure not to go anywhere because there is going to be plenty of more Combo Breaker 2023 right after this.
Whoa. You still here, man?
You don't have to do this by yourself anymore.
Yeah, we've been looking for you everywhere. They'll handle the ads. Let's go see the rest of Chicago.
Y'all make sure to head over to the Combo Breaker shop right now and check out all the amazing merch, from shirts to hats and more in store. Get it today.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're here with more Guilty Gear Top 8 XR action here at Combo Breaker 2023. We're out here fighting for the crown of the Combo Breaker champion, and it has been one hell of an XR tournament out here. We've been having a great time, and we are about to bring you more hot action here today. King Jobber, how are you feeling about this upcoming match here with Mystic and Daymendou?
I am feeling absolutely ecstatic. You know, it's kind of I'm kind of split, you know. Mystic is of course the Florida homie, so you got to support the local scene, right?
That's right.
Daymendou is just a legendary Slayer, the person that I studied when I was learning Slayer. I mean, I still, to this day, on my computer have the Slayer Bible PDF downloaded with all the matchups and all the routes, right? Just an overall really nice guy and an incredible competitor. And Daymendou doesn't travel out a lot anymore.
No.
So seeing him here at Combo Breaker, making it through all this incredible competition to face Mystic, I don't really know who I want to win this. All I know is I'm going to have a great time watching it.
Exactly. Whoever wins, you win.
Exactly.
This trophy that's in front of our desk might just be yours because you've won so many times here. Getting to watch all these great matches here today, and we're going to be starting off here with the ultimate patience. Neither one of them pressing any buttons.
Yeah, a lot of these empty dandy steps, right? Just trying to find that whiff punish to get the pile bunker.
That's right. Now pushing towards the corner here. Great 6P on the JH. Trying to cross up with it. Now Daymendou's in a pretty good position. Doesn't have to rush in or anything like that. Is up to Mystic to make the biscuit.
Oh, but we go for the blitz. Nothing afterwards, right? Trying to be wary of the blitz back. Nice air throw, though, from Mystic.
Oh, my
So this
God.
is going to be the kind of match it is, huh?
Yeah. These are two, not trying to use the word defensive in terms of they're going to sit back and block a lot, but they're very good at sealing back their turns and playing patiently until that opportunity comes. So right now it is Mrs. turn completely, but Daymendou is very likely to backdash at 2P or something like that.
Yeah, has a lot of mirror to work with as well. Just casually escaping from the corner here, trying to go for the crosswise heel, but the whiff is going to possibly end this round here.
Oh my God! There was almost no need for that. Why did Daymendou feel that way?
For a split second there, I thought Mystic was going to be above it, right? Because of how high he was, but never count a Slayer out.
I don't sometimes feel like that. I can count at all when I see moves like that. I'm like, I'm clearly not smart enough for this. Jesus Christ, Daymendou, good stuff.
But Mystic unfazed by it, immediately putting on the pressure, the pedal to the metal. It hasn't stopped at all. Nice JD loops here in the corner. Those are tight.
Oh my gosh, and now one more Tommy Matt here. Tries to blitz out of it, but still going to find himself in the corner. Blitzes, but the claw goes up, so it wasn't even necessary in the first place.
And you see the patience here. Oh, the clash. Daymendou was pressing, absolutely ready for it. There's the RC. Have to RC to keep yourself safe after a crosswise heel like that, but nice press. A little too far away on the under pressure. No pressure, no problem.
No pressure, no problem. There we go. I love no pressure, no problem days. But, Mystic expecting another follow-up after that, but unfortunately does not work there.
But the use of tatami here for Mystic is pretty good. When Baiken fades back and throws out a lot of tatamis, it can be pretty difficult for Slayer to deal with that, right? Based on how kind of canned his movement is with those set dashes.
Right. But it's just like, at the same time, Daymendou is doing a good job, like, walking towards the opponent, not overcommitting until Daymendou sees something, like when we saw the dead-on-time rip last turn.
Exactly. And again, just the ID back into the tatami, trying to create space. There's the RC 6K.
Oh, but the 2H on the low parry, unfortunately, will allow Mystic to get a damage, but Daymendou's the one who finds the corner in.
I love the use of 6H. There's the crosswise heel. Should be able to close this out. Yes, doesn't even need the footloose journey. And you see the sigh of relief there from Daymendou. Rubbing the hands. Got to keep him warm.
It gives a thumbs up to the audience out there as well. Definitely has fans, but we know that is mostly the path to flip back there, representing the California scene.
Yeah, and also representing Play Guilty Gear as well, which everyone should.
Yeah,
If you're in here and
absolutely.
you're not playing Guilty Gear, what are you doing?
Yeah, give it a try. The price is right. The online is right. Everything is right. The time is right. So hopefully you all join us for this.
It doesn't even matter which Guilty Gear you play. There are 3
right.
Guilty Gear games with rollback. Pick one of them and jump into it.
Exactly.
Of course,
exactly.
we're a little biased. We want you to play Rev 2.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. If you can slip your hand just over the Rev 2 and double click that one first and then not turn it off, that'd be great.
But here we go. Let's rock right into the next round. Patience from Daymendou, like you mentioned, willing to just walk forward, waiting for the opportunity. But Mystic starting to mount a defense as well.
This sounds like they're playing Street Fighter a little bit, you know? Like, okay, go over the fireball. If you jump over the fireball, then you get anti-air. Looking like a real Ryu situation here. Oh, but the crosswise heel gets canceled out here, straight into the low.
And I love that low into nothing and then bite you. But again, Daymendou's going for a lot of these crosswise heels, but they have been very misplaced in spacing. It's funny you mentioned Street Fighter because spacing is such an important part in this matchup.
Right. It's like now we have the anime part of this whole matchup here. Getting towards the corner and running the mix. Oh, and it catches just barely on the shoulder blade. Get your hands off my suit.
There we go, tossed right back into the corner, baiting out the blitz. Daymendou is going to have to change up the plan a little bit here because the blitz is starting to not work anymore. But now we just go into some Bloodsucking Universe's Empty Dandy, take it to the skies, but we don't bait out the burst.
Oh, footloose journey there. And actually, backdash cancels out, and so the 2S doesn't hit. And Daymendou runs it all the way back over again.
1 round away from eliminating Mystic from the tournament here on our loser side. Was it scooped in the air?
Oh, my God. And then hops over the Sakura counter as well and finds the corner once again.
Oh, wasn't expecting the close slash to hit there going into the 5D, right? Just the guy trying to get the mix-up going.
Exactly, and it's kind of interesting when those situations happen. It's like, why would you it doesn't make any sense, but sometimes you have to test your opponent, do a kind of weird motion to see if they're ready to confirm off it. In this case, Daymendou was not.
No, not at all, but Mystic is absolutely ready for it here. There's the dead angle coming out, giving the cold shoulder.
Oh, it doesn't get much more frigid than this. A nice blue burst to put things back into the corner here. Daymendou is definitely not out, but the corner will do it. You're dead.
No, we go for the reset,
and it's still gonna kill. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
2 undertows in a row. Daymendou channeling a little bit of that Crocs and Socks energy.
We are mixing up the last 2 letters of undertow to under 2 because, my God, putting 2 of those into the mix like that and blending them together to get a nice, fine consistency is the Daymendou special, y'all.
Unbelievable. You see how just reserved Daymendou is in the matchup, right? He is a Slayer scientist. The man has a PhD in dandyism, okay? But sometimes he likes to wild out a little bit, too.
Right. And it wasn't necessary, I feel like, but nonetheless.
No, you definitely could have killed there without it.
Right. That's what I feel like, right? Because it would just been like, 5D into more stuff. Yeah. And
right
then
here.
Pow, 5D? But wait for undertow. What was the reason?
And we tried to YRC. YRC and do what? You can't block it. It's an unblockable.
There's nothing left. What more do you want? Exer's looking at Daymendou right now like, what more do you want? I can't do anything else. You've hit the limitations of systematic usage. I cannot produce more for you, my son.
Ooh, what an exciting top 8 already, and there is still more. Up next, we are going to have Hotashi versus Zwei, which should prove to be another exciting match. I'm almost out of breath. We're like halfway through this, and my voice is getting shot.
Yo, breathe deep. We got to do some yoga breaths here. Just.
I'm not going to be able to breathe deep in this match, though. Hotashi versus Zwei is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Here we go, putting on the glasses. I'm perfect.
Yeah, I'm perfect, though, doesn't it? And now let's see how perfect you are. Nice 2S starting out there, but burst early and burst often. You're going to get that burst meter back before this round might be over. Now rushing you out here, throwing stuff at each other at the same time. Now, I'm not sure how good Zwei's movement is against, someone like Hotashi's ability to do sniper and whatnot. Blocking a lot of stuff, using those face dashes to get in as quickly as possible seems to be working pretty well, but over time, I feel like Hotashi has the capability to really slow folks down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're starting off pretty slow at the beginning here. Of course, Zwei now starting to turn up the heat a little bit, but Hotashi so good at just escaping from the corner. And this is a coast-to-coast confirm it is.
Oh, my gosh. Yo, Hotashi's been traveling around the world for Strive, and this is just like a recreation of that experience there. And Zwei just making a shape like California and hit with the size of it, too. Jeez.
Yeah, and you have to be careful about that 5H, just a massive tool set out. You know what you also got to be careful for is that close slash. One of the best anti-airs in the game. There it is. Tries to go for the Pine Berry. He was going to get blown up. What?
Stop it, Hotashi. Using 3 YRCs on the 2H to kind of car dash forward and make sure that Zwei does not recover from the backdash is absolutely inspired.
Yeah, Hotashi can also just pull out really insane plays here that you wouldn't even think about in the moment, right? And that is what sets these players apart from the rest. There's the 6Hs also putting on the pressure.
Oh, but the extended herb box reaches into the Pine Berry and blows Zwei up. Oh, my gosh. Zwei just begging to the judge, please, judge, the vibes are off, Your Honor.
Good job pressing out, though, but Hotashi spends the burst, says, I want to keep you in the corner, and the shotgun is out. Wow!
Oh.
The command roll into the YRC. Such a useful tool against Johnny specifically, because Johnny has a lot of recovery frames on many of his normals, right? He whiffs like crazy. That is why Misfire Cancel is so strong for this character.
No, absolutely. It's the way to keep pressure, and that's the Hotashi special, right? Hotashi has created the science of standing there with a gun to your opponent. It sounds like it's made up, and it sounds really silly, but it's an art that Hotashi perfected to say, if I stare with shotgun is 1 frame on charge. I will wait for you to do anything, and the moment you flinch, I will press a button. But, on the other hand, Hotashi can stand there, move around, and say, I want you to do something. Then I'm going to hit this button that keeps me super safe and keeps things super far away.
And now Hotashi already taking a chunk off of Zweinot's health here, catching him in the skies as well with the Pine Berry. It's all tumbling down right now, Ryudo, but there's the burst. Can we make something happen?
I don't believe so at this rate here. You're going to be on the backside there. Just one more opportunity to breathe here. What can you open up them with? Zweinot, my words are falling out of my mouth like a soup.
Here we go. They'll try to go for the close slash upon landing from Hotashi. Didn't work. Nice. Gets the burst. Keep the change.
Oh, no. The only thing that wants to change right now is Zwei wishing not they didn't drop that combo, but still, the pressure is on here in the mid-screen.
All right, hard knockdown. Nice backdash into the 5K. The big boot to the face, but you need to close out the round. Finish your food. There we go. Zweinot finally starting to get some momentum. You see Hotashi with the head shake here.
Right. Hotashi really felt strong in that first match here, but Zwei is also a very momentum player as well. So we're starting to see a little bit more movement, a little bit more pressure, catching out these forward-moving options, and backdashing when the vibes are just not right.
God help me.
Oh, my
The tumble
days.
state. Let me have some of that health as well.
And has 50 meter as well. So, yeah, I was going to say, if he wants to set up the real unblockable, he could, but that level 3 is just going to blaze through the health.
And there it is. The stun, but no! Okay. Little bit of spaghetti there. Zwei understood that too. It was like, okay,
right.
Hold up. Hotashi, look at the eyes.
Like, you're right, I should have been dead, but I wouldn't have, started with that as a starter.
And I mean, at this stage, the nerves are high, right? You have to imagine this is the loser side of the bracket, meaning this is your last opportunity here. Both of these players up 1 game apiece, and unfortunately, one of them has to go home.
Right, you can see that you could have seen the sea of people behind them there, trying to see what's going to go on next, and Zwei is really ramping it up right now.
Yeah, being very aggressive, right? Just trying to smother Hotashi with Johnny's very strong offense. But now the guns are coming out, and man, Hotashi has been so on point with the weapon swaps today.
Yeah, I'm really actually impressed at the capability of Hotashi to switch between 3 different weapons like this. Hotashi was probably called the sniper master at one point and the shotgun master at one point, but here it's just like using every single tool available. Oh my gosh, and baits out the throw as well.
There we go, dashing on in. Nice FD from Zwei, but unfortunately dashes right into the buttons, and that should be the round, absolutely, with a bridal express. And now Hotashi is trying to send Zwei on an express straight out of the bracket.
But you know what? Zwei says it's not last call yet. He's not making any current calls, and he's not making any last calls here. So hopefully Zwei can make a comeback.
Let's see.
Pine Berry into the corner here, just going to keep that pressure up. Okay, getting the knockdown is very good. So, like, one more knockdown, and Zwei has to play the shotgun game once again.
Exactly, and that is something that Zwei has not really been able to deal with at all, right? So there we go. Look at the wrist gauge. That's the fear bar.
Yeah.
That's the fear bar.
Yo, the fear is here, baby. And right now, Hotashi is feeling it. Tries to use dead angle. Doesn't work out. We're going to the corner. Now level 3. Can get a fake confirm here, but no.
Oh, that's really unfortunate, allowing Hotashi to breathe. But there we go. Checking the ankles. Keep the change once again. And
that is
final game, final round. Woo.
That's not fair. She's already wearing heels. And you also broke her ankles, too? Come on. That is rude. Oh my gosh, explodes the Pine Berry on top of Elphelt. The coins are hitting. Level 3 is on the field here for Zwei, and Zwei can confirm, but doesn't let it rip because didn't want that to go to waste.
Yeah, you need to save the level 3 for the right moment, right?
Exactly, and now we're back into the corner again. Here's Zwei, though, maybe regretting a little bit there, not even letting it rip. Still, level 3 is on the table. Gonna go for the overhead? No.
Oh, and the 2H, yeah, forcing the burst. Unfortunate there.
And now, no more meter left on Zwei's side here.
And that should be it with the burst super.
Just watch it on the side here just to be sure.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's right.
Hotashi with the mini pop-off. And you know Hotashi feels good about this, right? Because he's not very practiced in Exert. He's been focusing a lot of his time on Strive, so showing up and putting in such an incredible performance has to make him feel incredibly good.
Right, exactly. And I'm just, that was so cool. That was legitimately so cool. Hotashi has an understanding of this game that's very unique to just Hotashi.
Absolutely.
To bring up a conversation I had once upon a time with a Kid Viper, Kid Viper said the way I learn games is I go into the system mechanics, I understand how everything works from the inside out, and then I can pick up whatever character I want from there.
That's a good way to do it.
But Hotashi understands the system mechanics and says, okay, what can I do to make it funnier? What can I do to break it a little bit further? And we saw a situation like that, those nuanced situations where it's like, cool, if I just keep using 2H, Y, or C, and you're backdashing, and that's my hit confirm to see that you're vulnerable, and I'm going to rush in and chase you down and finish you off.
Yeah, and much love to KV as well. Hope to see them return to tournaments one day. One of the best Guilty Gear players to ever do it. But let's also not, we can't be remiss to not talk about Zwei. Zwei was doing an incredible job at adapting to Hotashi's game plan as the set went on. It was just unfortunately a little too late there right at the end, right? Hotashi got the upper hand in the last round, had the burst super on deck, and was able to close it out.
That's right. So still, great stuff to Hotashi. We'll be moving on to the next match here, which will be the winner between this next match here, Solstice versus Daymendou.
Yeah, Solstice Daymendou. This is going to be, I've said it for every single match. You know what? I'm a broken record.
No, keep saying it.
This is going to be an incredible match. Every single match so far in this top 8, not only in the top 8, in the top 24, in the pools, in the auction tournament. It has just been a great weekend for Guilty Gear, and this match is going to be no different.
That is absolutely true, Green Jobber. And just, these are kind of two interesting characters, or players, right? Daymendou really likes to wait for that opportunity to go in and find an opening and do whatever they can to keep their opponent oppressed down. Solstice is really good about covering every situation before it actually happens and keeps the opponent out from having that opportunity. So
Absolutely.
It's kind of like the two different forces going to be rubbing up against each other here, and I'm wondering who will kind of come out on top.
Yeah, it's true, and we did just get to see Solstice versus Crocs and Socks, right?
Right.
So this is going to be the same exact matchup, both a different flavor of Slayer, a different kind of Slayer, and that's one of the big things about Exert and Guilty Gear in general, is that these characters have such unique tools that allow you to play them in the way that you want, meaning that you can look at two players playing the same character and tell them apart.
Right, exactly.
It's like freestyling on an instrument.
Well, hopefully Daymendou likes jazz here a little bit, because I hope to hear that sexy saxophone.
Freeform jazz. That's what Guilty Gear is.
Oh my gosh, yeah. All right, the first hit does go to Solstice here.
Oh, trying to go for the air throw there with the chase up JH. And unfortunately, that's now going to put Daymendou in a very compromising situation in the corner against Solstice.
Right, going for a knockdown here. We got a couple mixes here. Going to try to use dead on time, but still, oh no, that does actually hit. Solstice is not ready for it.
And then we get the clean jump in, resetting with the bite pressure. Oh, the sweet chin music reaching high up there. But still, it's just these straight hits. Daymendou has still maintained the life lead now. But we have to close it out. And now, there we go, just mashing on the 2P. No gaps allowed.
And now here we go. Just trying to use JP and stuff like that to try and make sure to get the swords if you're trying to move forward and everything. It didn't work in that case for Daymendou just because the angles were off, but nonetheless able to jump in and get that throw, getting them on the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Solstice getting the first blood here, pushing further into the corner. Let's see if we can take this round here to tie things up. There's Daymendou, of course, spending the burst early, because if we drop this round, we want to be able to build it up in the next one.
Exactly. Burst early and burst often. That's not just a nice mnemonic. It's actually a true factor in this game. All right, 2K there for a little bit of damage. Standing reset here. Trying to get out of the range of any sort of dangerous moves from the big swords coming down. Blocks the burst! Daymendou takes the corner here with a good confirm. Has meter to do something tricky. What we will see.
Oh, goes for the 2D, the big call on the low there. Has to spend the meter to stay safe, and now has no meter for the defensive options here, stuck in the corner.
All right, can we block the mix? We get the backdash cancel, so one opportunity to get out, but gets hit by the sword, dunked back in like you're looking like a donut in a coffee.
Oh, and the head reeling back there from Solstice. Knows that that was an absolutely close one there.
Right, exactly. And sometimes you just have to really respect yourself and say, yeah, that was close, but hey, I get to win this one, and I'll move on to the next one.
And Solstice has a really good understanding of how to keep Slayer locked down in the corner as well, right? The swords are good to catch Slayer doing backdash jump out to still keep him locked down in the corner so you can keep running that pressure. And see, that's why you keep going for the overhead sword to swing, because if Slayer tries to jump back, there ain't nowhere for him to go.
Right, exactly. Just put him back into the corner there. Keep things very, very compact and safe as much as possible.
Oh, we try to go for the 6K again.
All right, rushing back in there. Nice 2H there and gets the air throw reset. Crosses the corner here. Not going to be able to kill, but one more mix could do it.
Oh,
does it twice. What was the reason?
I'm dizzy. Daymendou on fire here, taking game number 1.
Daymendou has been kind of having some goofy game. Not goofy in like a negative way, but like we kind of know Daymendou for like the opportunity waiter. The person who's waiting for like the opportunity to get that big hit. Daymendou's been kind of doing a little bit of silly things at the end of these matches here. The undertows from the last one, the double jump stomps from this one with the 2Hs. It's a new side of Daymendou. I guess I'm not used to seeing all that often.
And you can see the emotion, too, earlier there in Solstice. You know they want this so bad. Such a strong player. Very kind player as well. There's the JD.
And just good control there from Daymendou, though. Just doing JK and stuff like that. Just to make sure that the swords stay out of play for as long as possible. But the damage is high and the vibes are off right now for Solstice. Undertow again with a 6K. Can't confirm, can't get the throw.
Yeah, and chasing into the skies as well. A little too far away for that JD. That gives Solstice just a little bit more breathing room.
Ooh, this is a real uphill battle for Solstice, though. I would really prefer that they save this burst unless they run back 80%.
Yeah, I think we're absolutely not going to spend the burst at all. But here we go with the corner pressure. Gets the 6K. Burst comes out from Daymendou. They want this round, and they might not get it. Be careful what you wish for.
All right, corner here. Where the wish is going to go. What's the mix-up? Oh, yeah, just actually holding back as well. So just in case another sword hits, you're not going to get caught off guard. Exactly.
Now I could see us possibly pulling out burst, right? Gold burst if we need it, but that would be a last resort situation. Again, just jumping back. And the footloose journey!
No!
Just flying across the screen. Set point now for Daymendou.
Daymendou is playing so insanely strong in these back to the corner situations. You know, you never trap a lion in the corner or anything like that. And Daymendou is Lion King right now.
I mean, he's definitely got those fangs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and there is a huge starter from Solstice forcing the burst out of Daymendou.
Wow, it trades with the pile bunker, so that was high damage on Solstice's side.
Here we go, gets the bite.
That bites. There we go. Do it once more. Come on, be a guy.
Look at the amount of health Daymendou got back from those 2 bites as well.
Jeez, I didn't realize that switched that so heavily. King Jobber just a little bit bonkers.
Oh no, with the JH, here comes the mix-up. Wakes up for the burst, doesn't want to deal with it at all.
Loose!
Into the pile bunker, and there it is, Daymendou moving on in the bracket.
Oh, that has to hurt because once again, Daymendou did that a couple times. Getting burst out and immediately gets back into the situation with a footloose journey. It is also a Faust problem as well, where you think they're full screen now. I get an opportunity to have a setup play, but characters like Slayer are able to air dash in with an attack and immediately punish you for effectively bursting and thinking that you have free time.
Yes, but I have to say Solstice played that incredibly well. They should be proud of themselves for their performance this weekend and hold their head high. Daymendou is just a Slayer of a different breed, so difficult to deal with. I mean, that's just Slayer in general, right? The character is explosive. The character is built to rob you and call out those huge reads, high risk, high reward. And sometimes that's just how it turns out in bracket, especially when you're going up against a legendary player like Daymendou or an absolutely bonkers player like Crocs and Socks. Solstice still putting in an incredible performance that they should absolutely be proud of here at Combo Breaker.
Absolutely. You know, Solstice is out here seeing like this whole trophy and everything like that. Like, look at this beauty. They are fighting for this thing here.
That is
but
gorgeous.
I will say, things like this do not come for free. So we're going to run some ads for y'all real quick. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more games here as we reach into top 4.
You thought that was fire?
Like,
We're not done yet. Because after this break, more Combo Breaker action is coming right to you. Don't go nowhere.
Don't forget to head on over to the Combo Breaker shop to check out all the amazing merch. But don't delay, because that merch is going to go quick.
And welcome back to Combo Breaker 2023. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to move forward with our top 4 of Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. It has already been a phenomenal top 8 so far with a lot of emotion, a lot of incredible moments, and it is not done yet. Isn't that right, Ryudo?
That's right, King Jobber. Or on the winner's side, which is going to be what we're going to see first here, is Crocs and Socks versus HypedforSlicedBread. I'm super excited for this one because, as we kind of mentioned a little bit earlier in the tournament, we're kind of seeing a little bit of the new guard coming in with a little bit of the older guard and everything like that. So on the side, we have Crocs and Socks, who's been making probably the biggest boom so far as of late in terms of, like, you know, breakout performances, newer players to the game and everything like that. But on the other side, you know, we have Hotashi versus Daymendou, who are a lot like the top heads of the older guard. And we've matches that we've definitely seen before in history, but being reenacted today here at Combo Breaker 2023.
Yeah, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Look at the crowd that we have in the back. Of course, we have all the extra stages, like over 10 streams at this event. It's just been absolutely incredible, and you can see all of the fans, all of the players just baiting in bated breath to watch some more Rev 2. And you also, I've been hearing Skullgirls over here. They've been popping off, all right?
And then on the other side as well, Smash Brothers Melee also popping off here too. So, you know, every tournament here has been like just among some of the best competition that we've gotten to see across a multitude of different games. If you're missing out on this, definitely make some considerations to see if you can make it next year. If not, just take off the whole weekend. It's a long weekend anyway.
Exactly right. Having that Monday off is so nice for travel.
Gosh, yeah, it's worth every penny for the extra flight cost.
Yeah. Well, one of these players is not going to feel nice about this match going forward here. We are going to have Crocs and Socks versus HypedforSlicedBread. Crocs always changing the color between matches of Slayer. Now we got old Saint Nick here.
Santa's back, baby. Let's go.
And Crocs is ready to put sliced bread on his naughty list. Oh, the 6H unfortunately not going to reach its mark. That would have been a lot of damage there for Crocs. Nice tech out with the JK as well.
Yeah, I know you want to put Baiken on the line list, but, you know, HypedforSlicedBread is like, look, if I'm going to be on the naughty list, I'm going to earn it by murdering Santa. Watch this.
That's one way to do it. A year without Santa Claus.
No, it's impossible. Oh, my God, Santa's dead. Santa's dead.
We absolutely have those routes down with the Air Dash JS. First round goes to Sliced Bread. Pretty decisively as well. A nice throw on the startup of the Mappa.
Jeez Louise. What? What landed on the ground with the
help
pet and jumped back up and got the counter as well? That is absolutely bonkers here. HypedforSlicedBread is just hype for life right now.
And again, trying to chase into the sky for those air throw situations, right? Wants to keep Crocs locked down in the corner, but so far we've just been moving back and forth mid-screen. There's the Ozanson, gets blocked, but the JP is going to hit its mark. Extra scaling on this combo.
And the pressure is real here, just using another bonsai run to another throw, and just waits it out just long enough to see the Blitz Shield, confirm the Blitz Shield, and say, all right, you're standing, broke ankles.
Yeah, 2H is just the Blitz destroyer when it comes to Baiken.
Yeah, it's one of her better starters, actually, in terms of, like, you know, sheer damage and everything, so...
Yeah, you cannot 6P that. Tatami is just such a useful tool against Slayer to prevent his movement.
Right. And speaking of prevented movement, I don't think Crocs has to press the button for like at least 10 to 15 seconds until now.
But he is going to get a huge reward here off of that unfortunate way up there in the north burst.
Yeah, don't live there. It's a ruse. He's not in North Pole. Baiken, you have to come home.
Oh, but we're teching out a lot with JK as well. And JK is a good option to tech out with Slayer because you can jump cancel it right into a full confirm. But here we go. Gets the throw. Wake up, super. How about a taste of your own medicine?
Oh my God. HypedforSlicedBread just doing mad slices right now against Crocs and Socks.
And remember, this is 3 out of 5.
That's right.
So if SliceBread is able to take this round, it is not over yet.
But right now, SliceBread is not stopping this train whatsoever. They're playing like they have so many tricks up their sleeve, and it's working at every instance. Every move that Crocs and Socks is making feels like it's being punished.
Yeah, we're just trying to create some space here, get some room to breathe, build up some of that meter as well with the Dandy into under pressure.
Oh my God! Once again with the counter! What?
The air counters are just disgusting here. I wish you could see my face right now.
Crocs and Socks look at me like I programmed the game, y'all. I don't know what a number is.
But here we go, dashing on in, fakes out the throw attempt, and there's the burst, the last chance here for Crocs. Will they be able to survive?
All right, Crocs, if anyone can pull it through, like for sheer damage, Crocs and Socks can do it, but the spacing and movement for SliceBread is completely off the charts right now. The vibes are on.
Slicing up 7 golden letters there with the perfect, cooking up a 3-0 as well. Crocs really needs to dig deep here to bring this back. There's the throw. No mix-up. No mix-up, sometimes the best mix-up.
Exactly. Just back. But the fact that Crocs and Socks actually jumped backwards meant that there was no punish despite being able to see the counter on the field there. So that's like the second part that Crocs and Socks needs to put together. How do I punish it if I already baited out?
Here we go, trying to just block all these buttons. Nearly gets caught by the claw.
The claw is law in these parts here.
Baiken pretty good at those crane games, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's the parry. Nice. Just the jump back in, but the parries are so on point for SliceBread again with another toss.
My God, the up claw actually misses and still able to throw on the ground there. There's so many options for SliceBread here.
All right, 2H immediately into the up claw again.
Things are looking a little bit crusty here. There we go. Crocs and Socks actually taking a bite out of the bread.
And taking the burst as tax.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. No birded bursts anymore. So this gives a good opportunity for Crocs and Socks to do a bunch of damage uninterrupted.
All right, here we go. Man, is this a grappler? SliceBread is playing Baiken like a grappler here with the amount of throws that we are seeing.
Oh my God. And up claws as well. There's no claws for alarm, but man, Crocs and Socks is going to the ER at this rate.
And there we go, trying to press with the 2P. Nice, 5K, goes for the bite.
All right, great confirm as well, thanks to the blood sucking. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Oh, doesn't get the full confirm, but has a lot of meters. So Crocs and Socks is kind of backing out to see if maybe they can do something like a super or something like that. But this is dangerous here if there's no drop.
And that's going to close the round. 100 meter there, a full stick of butter, and Crocs wasn't able to get the skillet running.
Yeah, that's unfortunate here. We can't let him cook quite yet, but maybe there's an opportunity here with this knockdown on 2D. Already trying to eat the meal, eating some of the top of the noodles before they're finished.
Nice JD straight into the... Oh, okay, we get the knockdown now.
Yeah.
2K2D going straight into the overhead with the It's Late. Crocs in a big position there. The undertow. 5D, no burst to save you. The stun, and SliceBread is toast.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. Crocs and Socks did so much damage there. Was actually playing around some like the expectation, like saying, hey, if you're going to try to counter everything, then maybe I just hold off for half a second before I let something rip. And going for more grabs as well. Yeah,
absolutely. You do need to be a little bit more reserved and slow things down against Baiken because of the threat of that parry. And like you mentioned, yes, grab is so good in this matchup. It's so important, especially for a Baiken who likes to parry as much as SliceBread.
That's right. And now jumping back in here, Crocs and Socks looking for the opportunity here.
Nice with the instant air dash in. JH getting the knockdown. But again, you have to be very careful about those parries. Look at the damage that SliceBread is going to get off this. Not only the damage, but the positioning is so important.
Right, exactly. And, you know, Crocs and Socks, okay, getting confirmed there. But it might be getting out. Oh, my gosh, like getting stray hits. But Crocs and Socks is not entirely ready to confirm off of that. But, damn, he needed that for bread.
Oh, but there we go. Upwards wings. And you are done. Crocs starting to mount a comeback here. SliceBread, of course, going into the next round still with burst. We might see that burst a little bit early, possibly, to try and stop this momentum from Crocs and Socks. And he is just footloose journeying across the screen.
Oh, my gosh. Got a lot of Crocs and Socks right now, putting those feet out there and making them dance. Oh, but counters in the air again here, but SlicedBread not able to get the full confirm off that 5 heavy.
Nice dash through on the 2H. And the RC to just walk forward, catch you pressing.
The wall forward back dance as well, and there was a stone on the table.
6P clashing with the claw. Absolutely unbelievable. Kabari is so good in this game, and Crocs has been doing a much better job now getting around it.
Right. And I'm legitimately impressed that Crocs is really starting to like adapt, go at a different pace, and doing like still things that are like feels like it's very off-brand, but it's like this is directly a style created for this opponent now.
Absolutely. I love the J2Ks also just to mix up your fall in the air, but SlicedBread, of course, always patient and ready with the parry. Pressure here in the corner. Tatami's come out. Yeah.
Oh, red parry again here. Use that Kabari, gets pulled right in, and Crocs actually gets the throw off of it.
All too far away for the 2D. Really unfortunate. And the punish comes out. Crocs unwilling to actually spend the meter to keep himself safe. And there it goes. Did you guess right? No, you didn't.
Did not. Of course you did not. Crocs and Socks is built different.
Oh, but there's the throw clash into the parry. We tech right out, though. And now no meter here on SlicedBread's side. And the footloose journey. The journey continues here for Crocs. And it can continue on to grand finals if we can get one more round.
But we're starting off strong for SlicedBread's side of things here. Oh my gosh, getting the throw off the map. Oh, gives us a bonsai run to super armor through the oh my God.
Punch.
Thank you, the Mappa Punch. Thank you so much. Words are falling out here.
No, I'm jumbled too. This is absolutely phenomenal. There we go, trying to go for the Bloodsucking Universe, but it isn't going to work. 2H, no RC spent either from SlicedBread.
Shockingly enough here, fighting their way out of the corner as much as possible. Crocs is actually doing a great job positioning and making sure that, hey, you're not going to get too far ahead of me, and I'm going to keep pushing you back into this corner. As I do.
And the Yozansen bring you back down to my level here. Pressure in the corner. This is going to be very difficult to escape from. And we are going to a final game, final round. Burst is available for both of these players.
Oh my gosh. That was such a, a convincing round as well. That I feel like HypedforSlicedBread is really ready. Yeah, the pressure's back on. We haven't seen this level of pressure in a little bit since the first round.
Oh, I like it. Crocs actually landed with nothing there because every single time we've done J2K in the air, we've landed into a parry.
Like 100%. So gets a throw on the ground with a little bit of a, conditioning on the side of SlicedBread.
And there's the throw. Goes for the cross-up in the mix-up. Baits out the burst as well.
No.
Far/punish. Incredible routing for the knockdown.
All right, the corner is now Crocs and Socks here. HypedforSlicedBread trying to get the chase down. There's still burst on Crocs and Socks' side. So let's see if HypedforSlicedBread is able to bait it out.
Yeah, you don't want to burst this combo at all there. Tried to catch the tech forward. Burst needs to come out eventually. Oh,
oh gosh.
Watch out for the burst dead on time. Oh, my God. Oh, there it is! Crocs and Socks with the patented burst dead on time. Sends himself to grand finals here at Combo Breaker. I told you, SlicedBread. I said to watch out for it. He didn't look out for it.
Didn't look out for it. Oh my gosh. SlicedBread was doing so good, but they have to be a little sourdough at this point because after you've done so much good pressure, so much good defense, read the opponent so well, only to end for a burst super to bet it all, it can't feel great.
Yeah, we ain't even in Vegas right now, all right? But we are gambling here. But you know what? That's all right. SlicedBread is still in losers finals, has the opportunity to get the run back here, but that is going to be decided by the winner of Hotashi versus Daymendou, which will be coming up next. But I mean, just look at these different sequences. SlicedBread's throw game is absolutely phenomenal, impeccable even.
Right, like legitimately. I didn't even think that there were some of these throws between like the Danny step that you could actually get a throw out between like the move coming out and approaching you, and consistently was done by SlicedBread. And I'm learning all sorts of new things here in this top 8.
The craziest thing is that every single time that a Slayer has put out a wake-up super, it's hit.
Right,
so far in this top 8. They just know, right? You have to use it sparingly. With great power comes great responsibility, right?
And with you as a Slayer player, you're seeing these things come out here and everything like that. How does it make you feel if, you're like, how do I play? How do I play better? You're saying like, how do I play better, right? And you see them using their super just kind of like in general. You're just kind of like, are they built different? They block my supers on wake up.
That's true.
Yeah,
they do.
Why can't I do? When is it my turn to do a super?
You see, Slayer is one of those characters where you do have to have a very good read on your opponent, right? He is a reads-based character. You're trying to force your opponent to whiff so you can get those pile bunkers or trying to get them in counter-hit situations. And that is why Crocs and Daymendou, they're just built different. They're built different. They're built like that, and they're so good at reading their opponents, and it only gets better the more that you play the game, right?
True, true. And that's always the important part of any fighting game. Being able to play more, experience more, and bring more to the table, especially when the stakes are high, like a top 8 at Combo Breaker 2023. But that's just one example. Zerd is kind of back right now, and there's going to be many more events coming down the line here. So once again, in the words of the great Pat the Flip, play Guilty Gear.
Right now.
Right
Do
now.
it.
Right now.
Actually, not right now.
No,
right now.
no.
Stay here and watch this top 8, finish out this top 8, then go play Guilty Gear.
Yeah, there's
right?
an order of operations here. I've done the math, and it says that you have to do this one first. This one's in parentheses, so you have to do that first, and then you can add Guilty Gear afterwards.
Absolutely, absolutely. But we are in for a treat here. It is going to go back down to 2 out of 3 for this losers match, and then we will get the 3 out of 5 the entire way through. But look at this. I feel like I've traveled back in time once again.
Right, right. You know, this is something that we saw a lot more in top 8s back in the day here. Daymendou versus Hotashi, definitely peak players during the pre-2020, I guess, is about the best way to put it. They were the top of the line, considered the best of their characters and whatnot, with maybe Losso slightly ahead of Hotashi back then. And so they're not strangers to one another.
Yeah, but that was then and this is now, so let's see how it's going to turn out. Shotgun is already out. We are already pulling out all of the tools, too, straight into the 6H. Now, this matchup, a lot of it does revolve around 6H and 5H. Those tools are, there it is, are incredible for catching Slayer's backdash and the Dandy Step. And remember, Dandy Step puts you in a counter hit state.
Right, right, exactly. And so now you see Daymendou trying to do things like blitz shield and whatnot from a little bit further away to try to earn some frames back. But Hotashi's not even biting and just saying, I'm going to stay way the heck away from this one.
Yeah, this match is kind of a nightmare. But here we go, jumping straight into the next round. Hotashi with the clean first round. Daymendou didn't really get to play too much there, but here we go, resetting with the bite.
All right, nice 6H there, trying to prevent some space from coming in. Oh, but gets a throw out there. This is a great opportunity for Daymendou. Are they going to be able to get the burst as well?
Cross up to the other side, goes for the reset with the Dandy Step. Should be able to kill here. Yep, 2H gets the pickup. Absolutely, nice routing.
Yeah, great stuff from Daymendou. They're actually finishing the combo and not doing goofy undertow twice in a row.
It's all right. If it works, it works.
It works, it works. You know what? I can't fault that. That's why I'm back here.
Nice just blocks. We're just going to burst to relieve some of this pressure here in a beautiful pile bunker. But an even better backdash from Hotashi.
Yeah. Oh, no. I was going to say, Hotashi's doing a great job with the positioning, everything like that. And Daymendou is playing a good amount of patience here, doing a lot of 5Hs and everything to really get that counter hit status going on here. And the damage is capping out so heavily.
And you see, look at that.
Yeah.
Quick on the draw, just stood there patiently. Said, you're going to burst eventually, one way or another, or you're bouncing off the wall.
Right, exactly. You saw Daymendou do like a micro step and then step backwards afterwards just to get a reaction of Hotashi, because Hotashi is a pretty reactions-based player.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Being able to hark on that is definitely like a history of these two have been playing together a long time.
And there's the burst early once again from Daymendou. Starting to burst early in these matches because it's important to not allow Elphelt to get into this situation, right? Heavy momentum character. Once the shotgun's out, you see your life flash before your eyes.
And, you know, for it being an immortal vampire, even Slayer feels like they're in danger. Oh, my gosh. Even a stone on top of everything else, this Sunday sucks. Hotashi with the eyes, with the murder eyes. Let's go, Hotashi. All right, pushing the corner here, doing some damage. We saw the situation, same versus the first. Now the curse is worse.
Toss to the corner. A little bit of bad timing there on the meaty, but is able to get the counter hit. 2H. Look at your health bar. Yep, 5H. Just hit it once and be careful. Roll straight through the pile bunker. Time to give you a taste of this damage.
Oh, and it's going to be some high damage here. There's still burst on Daymendou's side, and Daymendou has almost 100 meters, so there will be some options coming down the pipeline.
Oh, the CQC burst comes out, though. And now we go for Dandy into YRC.
Oh!
No! What an even Hotashi's like, you know, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah, did anyone see that? Do you want to get the name of that truck back there? Anybody? Okay. I didn't see no crime. I didn't steal nothing.
And now Daymendou calculating. All right, saying, all right, you know what?
Hey,
that was cheap.
Yeah. You know what? Bet. I'm going to punch you even harder now. All right, 6H again and try to open things up here, but Daymendou takes the corner very early with a few good mopper punches.
Staying just outside of that 5H range. There's the burst from Hotashi. That would have been a ton of damage, but we go right back in with the Footloose Journey. That's been a consistent thing so far for Daymendou in this set, and for Crocs. They both just like to go right back in.
Right, exactly. You know, Slayer's one of the privileged characters who's able to get right back in after a burst there, so it's one thing you have to be very respectful for if you're a setup-style character. And we saw that Hotashi was pulling out the pin. Doesn't work here.
Nice punish there on the 5H. Waiting until the shots were done. Crosses to the other side. Daymendou is at set point.
My gosh, Daymendou is turning it on here, but Hotashi, never count Hotashi out. Always had made back from situations similar to this one.
I mean, Daymendou is just playing so well around this 5H. It hasn't really been too much of a threat yet, right? Especially in these later rounds. And there we go, 5H straight into the 2H, putting us back at a very far range.
And yeah, we're just seeing a lot more grenades from Hotashi, honestly. Hotashi doesn't want to get punched anymore. Understandable. I also would not like to get punched by an immortal vampire.
I love the way also that Daymendou is also just doing close slash, far slash, and then stopping. Just giving up the pressure. See, what are you going to do? There's the gold burst, though.
No.
Now what are you going to do?
Yeah, like I can see everything you're going to do nowadays here, so be on your best behavior, even though, you know, this isn't the Santa Claus color.
5H, yeah, has the RC recognize the situation that they were going to get punished again, and there's the unblockable with the gunshot. Daymendou is forced to go in now.
Oh no, the life totals are off here. We're getting knocked down to the corner here with Pineberry on the field. The pressure's on and just gonna chip it out.
Final game, final round here to decide who moves on to losers finals.
So many finals here. I love to see here, King Jobber. Oh, but the round start with the far slash turns around, autocorrects. Daymendou using Footloose Journey to get the hell out of dodge.
Yeah, but Hotashi playing duck hunt there, shooting out of the skies. There's the burst on the crosswise heel. Blitz misses its mark, and here come the gunshots.
That's right. There's going to be no dogs in play here. No laughing matter for sure. But Hotashi explodes. That actually saved Hotashi's life.
But there's the bite. Hotashi still has a lot of meter. Resetting with bite again.
Oh my gosh, come on. You go. Oh, gets held
right express.
Okay, here we go. Pushing back into the corner here. Has 100 meters, so there's so much to work with. JD, YRC uses the RC to confirm as well. Get into the corner here. One more knockdown.
Still alive, but wakes up with the throw. We're not going to cross. What? What? Close slash. Delete this button. Delete this button. Excuse me, T.O.
Guard.
2K whiffing against close slash there, but congratulations to Hotashi moving on to losers finals.
Hotashi is just sitting there like, yeah, I did it. Like cheering to the audience, everything like that with a double flex. Looking back, they're like, hey, Ristic coming out, giving some daps as well.
But look at these replays, this phenomenal set. I love the way that Hotashi swapped things up. Recognize that Daymendou was being very patient, saying, I'm not going to overextend. I'm not going to go too crazy. Okay, if you're going to sit back and hang back, I'm going to force you to come in with the rifle, right?
Right, exactly. And just being able to control that much space. I mean, as Elphelt does for sure, but seeing that in the hands of Hotashi is just an absolute treat all the time. Oh my god, that's so sick. That was so sick.
That was so dirty, but you see here, Daymendou making the adjustment, staying just outside the tip of that 5H range to get the punishes with the K Mappa hunch.
Yeah, but every time, though, Hotashi was able to push into her corners here, just get all this pressure on, and it was up to Daymendou to try to figure out how to get out of that corner, and it's not easy.
Yeah, look at this situation.
Yeah, look at this again.
Oh, no, this is the throw, then the 2K. All right. What it was just a mistiming on the meaty 2K, right?
Yeah.
We saw that earlier, actually, that Daymendou was having trouble timing the 2K meaty onto Elphelt. Remember, in Exer, different characters have different wake-up timings, whether or not they're face down or face up, meaning that you got to be pretty careful with your meaties. You have to have it on point, and sometimes in these high-stress situations, that one frame matters.
Right, exactly. You know, I won't... As much as I love XR, that does become a pain in the butt sometimes. I'm not going to front on you all, act like it's a perfect game or anything like that. But nonetheless, even that little micro knowledge can sometimes save lives. And we need to save our lives a little bit here because we need a little bit more water after that hooting and hollering. So we're going to run an ad, and then we'll be in the final top 3 for the remainder of this tournament here. So stay tuned.
There's plenty more Combo Breaker 2023 action coming at you on the way.
But first, let's take a quick commercial break.
If you want to add to your Combo Breaker merch legacy collection, don't forget to head over to the Combo Breaker shop to check out all the amazing merch. Get yours before they run out.
here we are. We are back, and we have reached the top 3 of Xrd and Combo Breaker 2023. We've seen all sorts of crazy matches this entire way here. We've seen a lot of stories coming to an end in the most goofy way possible and some of the smartest ways possible. But nonetheless, it's been nothing but excitement this entire time. King Jobber! Are you ready?
I'm already dying here.
All
Two
right.
more games. Can you believe it? We are down to 2 more games. Hyped for sliced bread versus Hotashi, and we have 2 routes that we can take, 2 roads, right? We have the road of the run back, Hyped for sliced bread versus Crocs and Socks to give us another banger match like we saw in Winners Finals, or we can get the old guard versus the new guard, Crocs and Socks versus Hotashi. Either way, we have 2 great stories set up, and I am excited to see which route we are going to take.
Once again, it's one of those situations that whatever happens, y'all at home, we in the audience, we win, but we are going to see who is the true winner of this wonderful trophy here today.
So beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Again, I can't touch it. I don't want to smoke it. It's mine, actually.
Yeah,
sorry.
hold on a second. We got to go. See you later.
But here we go. Looks like we are going to jump to possibly a button check, jumping right back into it.
Right. Just they were to say, hey, Your Honor, the vibes were off.
Hold on. Wasn't feeling the vibe of this round start. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Get the thumbs up going, all right?
Yeah.
Thumbs up the camera, too.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Hype for sliced bread. Appreciate it.
I love Hotashi's he's always just got this, shocked look on his face.
Right. Hotashi is kind of like the most mellow person outside of the game, but in the game, activates some extra neurons to stay super hyper focused on it.
I just think Hotashi can't even believe he's here right now. He's like, how did I make it this far?
It's like I've been practicing the game for years and I'm still kind of cracked at it.
Yeah, like riding a bike, right?
Yeah, riding a bike, exactly. All right, here we go. This is Losers Final once again, first of 3.
Yeah, and first blood is going to be for sliced bread, but Hotashi pulling out the rifle pretty early on and up close, taking the opportunity to set up that pine berry. I like going for the jump combo there, the jump cancel combo, because you don't want to land on top of the pine berry again.
Right,
you can't
exactly.
combo off of it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to make a mess out of here, but just parries it in the air and gets the offensive as well. Hotashi backing out immediately, and once again, same versus the first.
Well, now that we've seen the pine berry get parried twice, you have to think Hotashi is going to be a bit more careful, right? Going to throw out the pine berry and not necessarily hit buttons right away.
Right, we even saw it just right there, holding off for a little bit and then reacting to the parry first and saying, look, no, you don't get this for free. I'm a reaction-based player. Watch this.
Oh, but we do get the tatami there with the YRC, able to fight their way out of the corner here, sliced bread, coast to coast.
Oh, and a Yo Johnson as well. That was super quick with it. Now we're pushing toward corners here. Nice gun control.
All right. Whoa! We are able to circumvent the Neo Matrix here. Sliced bread, okay.
All right, Sliced Bread. I didn't know you were the one.
He's the one.
Sliced Bread is the one. Now eat this candy that looks like jelly beans. All right, pushing to the corner here. Very, very good. But
both Baiken and Elphelt do look like jelly beans. Look at these colors.
Oh, he gets the block. Yeah, unfortunately, that is basically effectively always a burst save. That is so good.
Yeah, nothing sweet about that burst at all, but we do tech out of the corner, chasing up to the skies. We're spending all our meter to get the kill here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, using everything there. Hotashi maximizing the YRC movement once again, using from the Bravado Express in the air to YRC land to a low, and then continuing with the 2H afterwards to chase it forwards is just so clean from Hotashi, and we don't see that ironically from many other players.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, YRC is such a free-form tool, right? Such an expressive tool. You can use it in really any way you want.
And you know what I just thought of? With Hotashi being the one in this tournament, at least, who's probably playing the most Strive, that really leans into movement on RC aspect. I wonder if Hotashi's really starting to pull from that and just saying, you know what, I never really did a lot of that here.
That could make sense. You know, of course, playing different types of Guilty Gear can give you a unique perspective going back into Xrd. But here we go. Sliced Bread trading with the 6P. Really interesting there. But there's the air throw. Toss him right back into the corner. Exactly where we want you.
All right. There we go. Actually, Trey's with the close slash, both just like an immovable force. It's just like, okay, yeah, anti-air, but anti-air, trading with one another.
Ooh, but mistimes the meaty there on the tatami and is now in the, never mind, not in the corner anymore. Instead, putting Hotashi right back in and sitting on a ton of meters. Should be able to kill here. Absolutely.
Ooh.
We spend the RC just to be an extra safe.
Right, exactly. Doing a double up. You know, don't want to be wrong, have Hotashi tech out, and can take it all the way. But now here we go. Here uses the up claw, but Hotashi barely gets up above it there. So Hotashi's in a decent position. Yeah. Oh my God, Hotashi might have been able to confirm off that just a little bit, but yo, HypedforSlicedBread trying to get out of that corner and just trying to take over the Pineberry, but it's not working.
Oh, but there we go. Baits out the parry. Yo, you're dead.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There was just nothing that could be done there. All that being effectively burst safe because Shotgun recovers so freaking fast. All right, here we go. Forward slash to start out again. HypedforSlicedBread air dashes into more heavy slash. Oh, tried to push into the grenade. I saw it, but still, it wasn't enough.
And there we go. Tried to go for the CQC there, but SliceBread was ready with the burst. Oh, no. That was a little scary there, right? With the Pineberry coming on down. But we do go for the OTG.
Oh, okay, yeah. Has a burst on the deck. Might as well. That was going to be high amount of damage no matter who got hit there.
And there we go. Dead angle. Let me out of the corner. Hotashi needs some room to breathe, but there's the knockdown after the parry. Chasing down the backdash. Not going to get too much off of that confirm, unfortunately. And Hotashi being really slippery to catch, even though SliceBread has all this meter.
Yeah, Hotashi, once again, something about Hotashi's movement has really been overclocked since the last time I got to see Hotashi play this game, and it is absolutely amazing. But nice counter for SliceBread.
Has an opportunity here, no burst to save Hotashi. SliceBread has YRC available, and there it is with the pressure and the throw. Are we going to be able to kill off of this?
No drops. Yes, we can. One apiece here.
Oh, man, I can see this going the distance.
They are definitely players who adapt to one another very, very well. We saw in the previous matches leading up to this one that they play around their opponent as much as possible. And it's amazing to see the entire way.
Absolutely.
And right now, HypedforSlicedBread just kind of running a train here on Hotashi, but Hotashi gets a good grab with an insta-block. Tries to push, get out of the corner here with another counter. Can't get out, can't get a bomb out. And now pushing.
Oh, just a 5P trying to keep it burst safe, right? And there we go, dashing on in, getting the throw.
Yep, and here we go. Going to try to keep it far away here with the Tatami Mag. Gets a counter hit. Takes Hotashi's burst. HypedforSlicedBread is in actually a pretty good position right now.
All right, there's the toss into the corner. Tries to go for the 2D, but 2H. That's been putting in a lot of work tonight, like you mentioned.
Yeah, I think it was speaking of going the distance, that thing goes the distance.
Okay, burst out. Give me some space. Spending the burst there to make sure that you could just secure the first game is a smart idea, but you have to be careful. It might come back to haunt you if you're not careful.
Right. Don't ever be wrong about that. But now, HypedforSlicedBread getting on the board here for the third match of the losers finals.
All right, and again, just being a little bit more patient here around start. Oh!
You have to stop blocking at some point.
And there's the overhead. Watch your dome, but we tech out with the JS.
Oh my God, and again, Hotashi's getting to be able to play the reaction game as much as possible.
Yeah. Parry this, casual.
Yeah. Rolls through. Hotashi's movement is cracked as hell.
What is that movement? What was that, Ryuta?
That was the Kobe. Just shot it from downtown, and it was good because Hotashi is on fire right now.
That arc was incredible. Again, just going for all these gunshots. HypedforSlicedBread is not able to parry them because we were just holding on to it.
Right. That's why they call her Arc Rev right here, because we're seeing our arcs and parabolas as Hotashi moves through the air here, and HypedforSlicedBread cannot do the math.
And every single time we tech after those bursts, Hotashi is getting the Pineberry ready just to throw it out there. Put that pressure out in neutral. There's the 2H confirm. Taking you all the way back down.
All right, one more chance here. Okay, double shot into the air here. Going to be able to air dash into the JD. Get the knockdown into the corner here. One more Pineberry will do it. Going to try to do the super, but Pineberry's going to explode because the timer does not stop during a super flash.
If nobody got me, I know Pineberry got me. Can I get an amen in the chat?
Yo, shout outs to Pineberry. You're the MVP out here.
People hate Pineberry.
Yeah. The most valuable Pineberry.
All my homies hate Pineberry.
Heck, I hate Pineberry. All right.
Oh, no, and there we go. SliceBread just trying to fish in the air with the Yo Johnson. Great meaties here with the Tatamis as well.
And now pushing to the corner here once again. Just like HypedforSlicedBread is getting to the point where it's just like, okay, look, I've had enough of not playing the game. I do not want Hotashi to just like run train over me. I can do that back. I've done that to everyone up to this point here. Now it's my turn. Case
and
in
there
point.
It is, yep. With the Blitz Wars, but HypedforSlicedBread comes out on top. Now we just need one more round to take this to a Game 5. Do you believe, Ryuto?
Hotashi kind of cracked. I'm not going to lie. Look, if I'm going to put my biases on the table here, I think Hotashi is in such a good position that there's still more stuff that I haven't seen Hotashi done that Hotashi can reach that Mind Palace and bring out here.
Absolutely. We haven't gotten to all the layers quite yet, and here we go with the combo straight off of the rocket launcher. Shotgun is out again in the danger zone.
Oh, my God. All right, going to throw that at Pineapple at the very end because it's cooked now. Got to do that as well. And now you have to come in here. Okay, but makes it all the way in. Oh
no!
God.
That was beautiful. Hotashi has been consistently going for 2H YRC or Bridal Express YRC into the throw. This time just goes for close slash.
Exactly.
Could have been the OS as well, right?
Right. It's like when you come to all these things here, it's just like a lot of stuff that sliced bread has to do to be able to escape a situation because Hotashi is covering so much more than what is shown on the table.
Yeah, and the parries are getting less and less effective as we get deeper into the set, too. And Hotashi is one solid confirm away from going on to grand finals.
You set this game, there's still more layers to it. What we found in the last layers, and it's about 20 layers of cake.
Absolutely delicious.
Yo, someone buy me a cake out there if you're a real family.
But that means that we have secured our grand finals here at Combo Breaker 2023, and it is going to be the story of the old guard versus the new guard here. Hotashi coming in through the loser side, going up against Crocs and Socks, sitting comfortably on grand finals winner's side here. But look at the replays that we got from this phenomenal set there too. So many just YRCs into throw, and then mixing it up at the end was absolutely genius from Hotashi.
Right, exactly. You know, first we saw a little bit of back and forth here, but then this is where we start to see things change up a little bit here. You want to use your counter? Well, I'm already blocking because this recovers fast. Pineberry is going to activate your counter. You're going to have to deal with it or hold that counter for even longer for a third opportunity, and that's just terrifying.
Yeah, great routing here too. Off the throw in the corner. But man, Hotashi was doing just such a good job maneuvering around Sliced Bread's options, and the pressure, phenomenal.
No, that's absolutely right here. And then this is where it just gets real sick nasty.
The stare down.
Yep, all right, knock it down, back, do it again. Yeah, okay, roll through it from there and just do even more action.
I mean, it's kind of Baiken's fault for bringing a sword to a gunfight, right?
I mean, she also has a gun, though.
And not the best gun.
Not the best gun.
It ain't quite the Strive gun, okay?
Right. She didn't really think ahead when someone said, hey, you should also bring a gun to a gunfight. And she just found, like, the one, like, the nearest dumpster, which was, like, a firecracker launcher. No one said
there it is right there. The YRC into the close slash. Even got the counter hit because Sliced Bread was fully expecting a throw. Tried to go for the tech. And there it is, ending it with the burst super. Even got a stun at the end, too.
Right. It's like one way or the other, you know. Sliced Bread was a little bit sliced up at that point.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong. But this is it now. Finally, we are going to be able to jump into our final game here, our grand finals, once we get our players ready. I'm so excited. I am so excited for this. It has been an absolutely phenomenal tournament. You could see the route that all these players took. Crocs and Socks taking down Solstice, taking down HypedforSlicedBread, and of course Hotashi going through GC Yoshi, Zwei and Daymendou, and then HypedforSlicedBread. What a run. What a run that is.
Right, exactly. And I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head who put Hotashi in the losers to get into the top 8, but still, nonetheless, Hotashi has been on an absolute tear. Seems to be very, very well in a wake today. And, you know, maybe sometimes, you know, you kind of get back into, like, the early side of the tournament. The vibes are a little bit off and everything like that. You're not feeling exactly great. Some things are not landing here and there. And there's more killers out there than ever, so you get caught off guard. Okay, that happens. But now that you're kind of in that more familiar territory of the players that you know, that you've played before, the styles that you're good at playing against as well, and combine that all into a small top 8 tournament where you've already rested for the last night and you're ready to go into it fresh. Absolutely. I think that's what we're seeing from Hotashi right now.
Yeah, for sure. And I got to say to everyone watching at home, too, who has not gotten a chance to come to Combo Breaker or travel to these tournaments, if you love Guilty Gear, you owe it to yourself to travel to these Midwest tournaments. Frosty Froustings, Combo Breaker. I heard someone out there who was sitting down for sets say to their friend, man, you got to grab a setup. We're surrounded by the best Guilty Gear players in the world. You need to get the experience. And it is true. This is the heart of North America Guilty Gear. Of course, we do have scenes all over the U.S., but everyone knows about Midwest Gear, so you have to show up to these tournaments at least one time in your life.
That's right. And, you know, even a more important thing to say about Guilty Gear is like, yes, it did get rollback, but we are seeing a resurgence of players in various different areas. So don't take this as an opportunity to say, well, I'm going to make it like Combo Breaker, CEO, and stuff like that. Of course, keep that in your itinerary, but consider the possibilities of meeting some of your locals, getting really practice with them, because it's a completely different vibe than just playing online against people who you don't really know, don't have any connection with, and there's a lot of frustration that can kind of come with that, especially if you're a new player. Don't fall into those trappings. Meet the people around you as well. Put that C back in FGC, which stands for community, for those of you who are going to be a smart aleck out there. I see you. I see you, funny sync poster 17,000.
Yeah, but I hope the chat has been having as much of a fun time as we have, and it is not over yet. But first, we are going to throw it to a very quick ad break, and then we will be back with our grand finals to crown a champion at Combo Breaker 2023.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You still here, man?
You don't have to do this by yourself anymore.
Yeah, we've been looking for you everywhere. They'll handle the ads. Let's go see the rest of Chicago.
Y'all make sure to head over to the Combo Breaker shop right now and check out all the amazing merch, from shirts to hats and more in store. Get it today.
All right, I hope you're nestled up with your best snacks, your best drinks, and your best friends, because we're here to bring you the grand finals. We are finally here. Guilty Gear XR Rev 2. We're going to see who takes home this wonderful trophy from Combo Breaker. Let me get this on the camera here, y'all.
Deep in there. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look how shiny it is.
Ooh, colors.
It says Guilty Gear Exert Rev 2 Grand Champion.
I didn't even know I could read.
Me neither. if the way I play fighting games is anything, you wouldn't be able to think that.
Right, yeah. I just guess at letters, and it's like someday someone will tell me, hey, you're doing a great job out there.
Yeah, absolutely. But over 300 competitors, down to our final 2 Daredevils to crown our champion here.
And we've had quite an adventure here this entire way through. It's great because we started like Solstice and Crocs and Socks. Crocs and Socks, very cracked player, very new player, has been doing great job in every tournament they've entered into. So we do see them in grand finals with almost no surprise, but Solstice was pulling off the distance and everything like that, was doing very, very good, and unfortunately it falls a little bit short, around like 5th place or so. So not so great in that regard, but Solstice felt very, very hurt by that, but Solstice is still cracked. Like, don't get us wrong.
I mean, it's understandable, right? When you get this far in the tournament, emotions do run high. The players put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into these tournaments. And are we just doing the Leo?
Yeah.
Leo combo trials.
And you can see it on Croc and Sock shirts right now. I'm right. 97% of the time.
That's crazy. But who cares about the other? Is that 3%?
Exactly.
He ain't wrong, all right? He ain't wrong. With Slayer, you only need to be right a few times.
Right, exactly. And you know what? That's the kind of lifestyle and playstyle that we do see very often from Crocs and Socks.
And now we're going to buy some tunes. You know.
What'd they buy?
What are we getting? What'd they buy?
Come on.
Is he letting Hotashi buy it?
He's like, Hotashi, drive the car.
All right, hold on. Let's see. What are they going to buy?
All right.
What is this? The Irony of Chase.
Okay.
That's what we bought. Okay, we bought the Irony of Chase, and that's it. That is all we wanted for our grand finals music.
New song just dropped, and it literally just one song. New song just dropped.
I love when the players also just go in and buy the colors. Like,
Right,
I gotta buy my color. Hold up.
Hold on, I'm feeling pretty offended by the lack of colors on this stream here. I thought we were being inclusive, so thank you. I will fix the problem here.
But here we go. Our grand finals for Combo Breaker 2023. Hotashi versus Crocs and Socks.
And Crocs and Socks, as a reminder, is coming from the winner side here. So Hotashi will need to win 2 sets against the likes of Crocs and Socks to be able to take home this wonderful trophy that we have on our desk here.
Absolutely. And this is going to be an exciting match. Possibly, no, a hilarious match.
Hilarious match.
There's going to be laughter.
There's going to be comedy in this match here because they're both kind of showboating players in their own right. And it fits into their game plan, mind you. But they have that energy.
Here we go, starting things off. Hotashi taking a little bit of a backpedal and getting the first blood in a big way, converting off of that Pine Berry here. Already catching with the low. Crocs and Socks is bleeding.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was just 2 combos now here. Can't escape. The air dash actually allowed for another JP, so there was a quick overhead.
Ooh, but we accidentally OTG'd. We didn't actually get the pickup with the 2H that we wanted. Doesn't matter. Hotashi is pressing on your gaps here and hold this cake.
Right, going exactly in, and it doesn't kill, and you can't reach the end of it? Okay, no, man, I thought it was on the way down. I'm like, oh, no, but Thankfully, the far slash does reach at the very end. Even Hotashi on the stage is shaking his head like, I wasn't supposed to miss that. But hey, sometimes life works out better for that way.
And Hotashi still keeping the pressure up. There's the throw in the corner. Pineberry is on deck. Crocs actually getting clonked on the dome with the Pineberry here. Caught not blocking.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's not blocks and socks. Just doesn't want to get on that negative end there. Bites on the entry of Hotashi and is trying to. Oh my God.
Hotashi is ready, right? Already reacting to the very first 6K there. There's the blitz, but again, Hotashi just missed timing the follow-up afterwards.
Oh, and now Crocs misspacing the follow-up afterwards here. There's a little bit of goof and gab going on here, but it's making the match all the more better.
Oh, very nice challenge, though, there with the far slash. Misses the JD. A big trade into a big pile bunker. Crocs takes the round.
That's that 97% of the time coming into play there.
Oh, but there's the 3%.
Yeah, 3%. But who cares about the 3%? Crocs and socks is going back. Oh, no, it's going to 4%. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm doing the math. 5%?
Oh,
6,
maybe, possibly.
6, 7.
Crocs needs to find a way out because you do not want to be stuck with the shotgun stance. Hotashi about to get 100 tension here.
Oh my gosh, it's so much danger right now. Tries to do a blitz on the way out. Doesn't need to be done, but here we go. Crocs and socks is back in, and Crocs and socks hit with bazooka.
Yeah, and Hotashi did challenge on that K-Mappa, right? K-Mappa, even on hit, is not plus, okay?
Right.
So you can be challenged on it.
It's scary, but it can be done here. So this is a great opportunity for Crocs and Socks here. Gets a bite, gets 2 bites, having a meal to go, and now it hits with the overhead, forces the counter hit, and that will be death on Hotashi. Now Crocs and Socks laughing it up. Hotashi just looking around, shaking the head,
slapping his head because he wasn't expecting the super in the confirm, right? Still had burst on deck and was like, all right, I'm obviously not going to burst at this very obvious burst bait, but then forgot the super was there waiting.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
no.
And my God. Help.
Oh, my God. Help. Oh, tries to go for a reset as well. Hits another pile bunker. Does it again.
5D.
Into pile bunker.
You're dead. That's a Slayer round. And let me take a little bit of your burst along with it. With the fully charged blitz.
That is optimal. That is absolutely optimal as well for everything else. So I'm very appreciative that Crocs and Socks is not going to try to goof or gaff around, not to do any real resets or anything like that. Crocs and Socks is here to win, baby.
Oh, and there's the JK. Unfortunately, doesn't get that JD. Gives Hotashi a chance to fight back here. Nice just block, keeping the positioning and sending him into the hard knockdown with that JD. Oh, again with the backdash cancel bite on wake up.
Once again, Crocs and Socks is getting so much leverage off this real fake DP situation and just biting everything that Hotashi does when you're coming in on an approach.
Oh, but sent right back down. Doesn't combo off the Pineberry, unfortunately, but there it is. 5H, catching the dandy step like we mentioned before in the Daymendou match.
Oh! That was one of those situations that you just know that everything's going to go bad and there's nothing you can do about it. Crocs and Socks sitting at full screen like he's on a vacation.
But here we go, 1-1 now in rounds. Crocs starting off with the 2H. You know he had to do it to him.
He kind of keeping it fresh out there. I respect that. But I don't respect that the Mappa is coming out here. Hotashi cannot get a game plan started because Crocs and Socks is always using that backdash cancel.
And there it is, gets caught with the shotgun, forced to burst, right? You do not want to get stuck with that amount of damage on you. Need some room to breathe, but Hotashi trying to smother Crocs here now.
Oh my gosh, and trying to get the hell out of dodge here. Oh, we can confirm into that. There we go. No burst on the other side here. We're going to go for an unblockable setup.
Possibly. Oh! We roll into the RC grab, and now Hotashi is going to tie things up 1-1.
Hotashi nodding on the other hand, still looking around, still trying to get hype from the audience here. How do these people get here? Okay, wow. They're watching
like,
me
all right.
play.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm in grand finals, and I'm winning.
Video games? Pretty cool.
All right, round start. You saw Crocs went immediately for the backdash cancel into the IAD. Trying to go for the 5P. I just mashed that 5P. I do that too, Crocs.
Right. Two can play at this game here.
It is a great anti-Air Force Slayer, and there's the 2D setup.
Oh,
no. Thanks for the burst, too.
God, just dunked on the head of Hotashi here. Hotashi's not going to have much opportunity. That's a stun for sure.
Yeah, blew yourself up with the Pineberry. Crocs getting another Slayer round.
All right, how much can we keep it up here? Great 6P to start off the round, but Hotashi actually waits there, so this is looking worse for wear.
That was also a great chase down just a second ago there on the backdash, right? Going in with the IAD JP just to catch Crocs. That's so good to catch Slayer's backdash options and the dandy step. But there's the wake-up bite again. Crocs is so phenomenal at going for those options.
Yeah, and that was a great option as well in return from Hotashi. Ooh, gets the command throw. Is going to throw the Pine Berry as well and get some damage into the corner here, but doesn't.
Out.
Oh, doesn't close down with a hard knockdown and just text forward. Crocs and Socks, ooh, has this.
No, we wanted burst dead on time, but we get it again, but he YRC'd. No!
Oh my God, Crocs and Socks isn't dead from this quite yet, but still, this is one terrible opportunity to deal with. No! Okay.
Why are you mashing, Crocs? Why are you mashing? That 5D you saw was a burst dead on time, which absolutely would have killed Crocs. He was trying to be a little too much of a goofy guy.
Oh my God, speaking of a goofy guy, he does another undertow.
But there's the backdash into the throw. Hotashi getting the opportunity, but we're going to trade. This is definitely in Crocs' favor.
Absolutely, and Crocs has a lot of meter to work with as well. Going to use it on a dead angle here, but an empty jump low will do a lot of damage to Hotashi here. Oh my God! Oh no!
Okay, we just hold the blitz. We don't want to blitz back, right? We saw what happened last time we tried that.
Exactly. Blitz wars are a very messy thing. Crocs and Socks just saying, hey, I'm going to hold that L for now. I have a whole tournament bracket to go through if you beat me in this losers.
But Crocs literally just needs a touch. Oh no, we could have RC'd that, but that's okay. Baits out the burst, but doesn't get the punish. Trying to chase down in the 6P. The cold shoulder. The oos.
The oos. We have Virtual Fighter Akira at home. Just hit that whole shoulder in there. One more.
That's crazy. Looking directly at the camera.
Oh my God.
Hotashi said, yeah. That's crazy.
That's
wild.
crazy. Bro, that's crazy. That's that 97% of the time.
Yo, that popcorn in the background?
Yeah.
I see that.
Oh, yeah. We're trading out here, y'all. If there's a reason to make any event out here in the Midwest.
Oh, who cares about the other 4%?
I just saw it down there, too. But Popcorn Bear is a great reason to come out here. Who did get to participate in the tournament this time,
That's
actually.
true. Did an incredible job, too, representing Axel. But here we go. This could be the final match of the tournament, Ryudo. We might have a new champion.
All right, here we go. We're starting off strong here. Love bites for sure, and Elphelt's got a lot of love in her.
What? What? Wrong button?
Oh my God, Crocs and Sauce cannot feel good about that one. Has to escape the situation.
I think we definitely wanted dead on time.
I feel like
No, that's a completely different
I was going to say, that's right.
What were we going for there?
Maybe Crocs and Sauce was supposed to dash forward and then do it and just maybe ate up the forward dash?
Yeah, I don't know. But now he's going to pay dearly for that mistake here. Hotashi in full control in the corner and going to take the round as compensation.
I do respect Crocs and Socks. Oh. I do respect Crocs and Socks actually not bursting to try to win back that round. Just has to say, like, I went through everything there, and I have to hold that out. That was a mistake.
But I need you all to know, Hotashi just activated IK at the end of that round. That is that's a statement.
Yeah,
that's a statement that I have your number.
Yeah, murder incoming. You better watch your back. Watch your back, Santa Claus. Oh my gosh. Confirms it again as well. Blocks it. Yeah, that Bridal Express recovers really fast here. And Cross go for the cake, but cannot fake.
Time for the punish, but he tries to go for a cheeky reset. There's a 6P in the 5K to challenge. Hotashi said, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that wasn't good. But you know what? We're going to forget about that one. That was the 4% of the time. We're back to 97%, says Crocs and Socks.
One more. Okay, Crocs. Looks like he's taking the opportunity here to just...
Oh, no. He's unveiling the robe. He's taking off the robe. We can't show that.
The robe's coming off?
Robe's coming off?
A little too hot in here, all right?
Yeah.
Or is it going on? It's going on.
The rope stays on during Guilty Gear.
He's a little chilly, all right?
Yeah. You know that the front stage, despite all the lights in there and everything like that, is like the coldest spot in the entire video.
No.
By a significant
Hey, I
margin.
see you, Lost Soul.
Hi, Lost Soul.
Shout out to Lost Soul waving at the camera.
Lost Soul, sit down. They can't see from behind you. Shout out to Lost Soul.
Again, we are at a crossroads. We are either going to have a champion or we are going to one more set, Ryudo.
I want one more set. I'm not going to lie,
I
King
do
Jobber.
too.
I'm very, very selfish.
I absolutely want more Guilty Gear, and if it keeps going like this, we absolutely are going to see some of it.
Right. The damage is so high from Hotashi. The confirms are so fresh and so fire and so clean. Trying to keep it burst safe there, but that does allow Crocs and Sauce to get out. Bites again.
Oh, counter hit pile bunker RC. No, we don't go for the RC. Instead, we go for the
it doesn't reach. It doesn't reach. No, it reaches.
It absolutely reaches, Ryudo. Don't you forget, it goes full screen.
It goes full screen. How is this possible? Crocs and Socks is now on a tear here. Can't block the overhead. Gets a knockdown here. Undertow. Oh, yes. Or not, excuse me, undertow, but it's late.
All right, we are just dashing, trying to make our movement unpredictable, but Hotashi hitting the mark, bullseye. Now it's time to put this pressure on once again, layer the cake.
Oh my gosh, there's layers on layers, and all of it is blood. Nice air throw from Hotashi. Darting to the corner here. Where are you going to go, Crocs and Socks? Ooh, and the fruitless journey, maybe trying to get out of the corner there or something like that. Doesn't work out.
Here we go, challenging with the 2K2D, crosses over to the other side, doesn't go for the, oh!
No,
He's
no,
FD.
no.
And that is it, again, with the patented, the copyrighted, the burst blitz, dead on time there. Crocs and Socks is your Combo Breaker 2023 champion.
There's just so much stuff that Crocs and Socks should have saved for, for pools, for maybe top 64. And it's like, if this gets red once, you're dead. But that's when Crocs and Socks starts pulling all this stuff out and just seems to have no fear in these instances out here.
Absolutely. And look at the replays we have from this phenomenal grand final set. This was incredible, right? Missed the button in the air, but was still able to land and recover with that far slash into the 5H.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible here, and trying to get more control into the corner there, but still, pile bunker and the control just over the mid-range on that has been absolutely clean from Crocs and Socks.
Yeah, for sure. And then you saw Hotashi in that situation, wasn't expecting the super there, got the burst shut down.
And then, yeah, absolutely stunned. That's going to be an absolute murder there. But now Hotashi's like, say, okay, let me play more of the range game, switch between everything, keep it burst safe by being from far away, and just played so well around Crocs and Socks.
Yeah, and this corner pressure as well. Rolling right on in for the throw and the confirm.
The damage is crazy. And speaking of the damage being crazy here, we're going to see a lot of crazy damage on a counter hit.
Just dandy step, swooshing right underneath the blocked super there as well. Hotashi making them pay big time for it.
Yep, absolutely.
And the IK activation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Imagine if you got it out there and IK'd the Ibrado Express.
This time, though, we didn't get that punish, right? And a bit of a scramble there trying to chase down, but the 6P was able to close it out.
Yeah, that thing has good reach there. The ultimate brick wall. Tries to do a backdash cancel. Doesn't work out.
I love how so many of Hotashi's clips here are winning with shotgun in the corner.
Right, exactly.
The great YRC with the 5K to punish, reacting to that 6P. And there it is, another dead on time, just letting it rip.
And now the final dead on time because, yeah, Hotashi will be dead on time. Dances to the other side, and now you ride to hell.
I saw the FD, and I swore he was blocking, and I was about
thought
to
so
freak
too.
out.
I thought so too. I'm like, Hotashi saw it just now. Hotashi's very good at adapting like these weird kind of situations that you see it once and it doesn't happen again. And I thought I saw the FD, and it didn't work out, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, but very fortunate for Crocs and Socks. Again, the new blood coming out strong, showing how strong they are and that they can keep up with the old guard in Guilty Gear Xrd. And you love to see it. A whole new generation of Guilty Gear players, not only in Plus R, not only in Strive, but here in our little game of Rev 2 as well.
That's right, that's right. And, you can kind of see a lot of people who might have been in the Guilty Gear scene for quite a while now might know that, hey, these are some players I see all the time here, like GC Yoshi, for example, pulling in with 7th place with an amazing Bedman and tying with Mystic. Both old school players, Baiken player here on Mystic, they have played this game for a long time.
Of course, and in 5th place, we have Zwei, not a pillar of his community, bringing back his locals, a fantastic person. And another fantastic person in 5th place, Solstice, with a lot of heart on the line, a very emotional performance. They can hold their head high for that.
Absolutely, and speaking of that local community, Daymendou still playing in that California area with Zwei not, and you can see that the power between them is strong.
Of course, and then you have HypedforSlicedBread putting in that work with Baiken coming in 3rd.
And then Hotashi, you know him, you love him. He's good across multiple games, bringing in the Elphelt love and representing the whole scene, a nation of Elphelts.
And of course, your Combo Breaker 2023 champion, Crocs and Socks, with the uniform on. That was the power-up he needed, right? The robe.
Right.
I don't know if production can hear me, but can we get a zoom in on those Crocs?
Yeah, get them Crocs. Go down.
Oh, I see him.
I see him.
I see him. A peek of him. Just a tease.
Just a tease. Come on. No, we're going down. Yeah, hype it up.
Yeah, hold it high.
Yeah, you're only the 3rd person to hold the trophy today.
But what a phenomenal champion to have. All the Slayer players out there, I know we're happy about it. Hotashi? You said that's heavy.
That's a heavy treat. But hey, being the champion is a heavy task to carry going forward. Everyone's gonna be looking out for Crocs and Socks and how to finally defeat such a monster who seems to be on the scene. But as a very important point that you said earlier, in playing Guilty Gear, do it now, because it is not too late to play. We are seeing new players come in all the time. I played someone earlier today on the arcade cabinet. I shouldn't have because my thumb is still hurting, but that's a different story for people who are going to call me out on that. And they were playing amazingly. And I'm just sitting like, I have no idea who this is. And I'm legitimately impressed that every time I seem to hop on a random setup from someone who I don't know, they're extremely strong. So don't give up. Play the game that you love a lot. Hopefully that happens to be XR as well. But nonetheless, we are happy to have you all here joining us for the Top 8 Guilty Gear Combo Breaker 2023 Championship.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's been an incredible time, but that's going to be it for us. It's time for us to sign off, jump out there and play some casuals. All I know is that the future of Guilty Gear and the future of Exert is bright. And from me, King Jobber, and Ryudo, we just want to say Combo Breaker and Guilty Gear forever. See you next time.
Peace.